Good morning, exiles. Welcome to another bright and early Sunday morning. We have 3 events planned for you today, starting with event number 13. 2 pros versus 2 semi-pros, but everyone is playing solo in this event. The restrictions are the pros cannot use Firestorm or Sunder, so we'll see how good the pros really are when they can't use the OP skills. Commentating this event is Nugiyen and the Theuberelite. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, it's going pretty well.
Alright, let you guys take it away and introduce our players. Good luck, guys.
Okay, Uber, if you do this, I'll be right back. 10 seconds.
Alright. So, first of all, we got DeadAndDoom. Basically, everybody knows him at this point. He is the GOAT, and it's going to be really interesting to see what he can do when he isn't able to use Sunder or Firestorm. We've got the other pro, which is Gucci. Also, really good, and not sure what he's going for. He's actually named his character Gucci which kind of implies he's probably going to be going for some sort of essence drain thing.
Yeah, I heard him talking to DeadAndDoom a little earlier or DeadAndDoom was like trying to get some information on how fast he was doing. Was it Malachi or something?
Yeah.
So a little bit of uncertainty on that part, at least. What do you think here? Do you think it's going to be Essence Drain?
Probably. I'm
How
not
about
sure.
some Scorching Ray, maybe? If it is Degen, Scorching Ray should do a lot more damage, at least on the single target versus.
Yeah. I've heard something about Contagion Trap, even.
Could that do enough? Does that stack on top of the ED? So you have the Contagion and the ED going at the same time?
I think so.
Interesting.
So our 2 semi-pros are Freak and Wins.
Freak already, let's see. Is he gonna get in first? Oh!
Yeah. But he's going to lose time on the logout, actually.
Oh.
But that's going against DeadAndDoom, who, you know, he's perfected the logout strats, and DeadAndDoom is also mealing.
Seeing a little bit of difference between the pro and semi-pro there. We have the pros a little bit more comfortable with the logout strategies and everything.
Yep.
Okay, so we have a fire trap pickup for DeadAndDoom. Interesting. I was curious to see. Oh, he's going Templar. So
Templar.
there's no Firestorm. But what could we see then if it's not Firestorm? What would be the second best skill? Oh, Flame Blast.
Flame Blast totems, yeah. He, you know, in the most recent events, he's been getting a lot of 4 links. Flame Blast totem definitely wants the 4 link, so I think he's putting that 4 link RNG to work.
Oh, for sure. What do you think that he's gonna run all the way up to the Flame Blast though? What do you run if you don't have Firestorm?
That I'm not sure, actually.
You don't get traps, do you?
So Insider Info says it's actually Stormcall that he's going to be using.
Stormcall? Interesting. Stormcall does have very good damage for the skill. It is delayed with the like you put down the Stormcall and then you it puts down a little spot or a little beacon. Then after like half a second, it pops and does like an AoE lightning damage. A lot of people don't really like playing with the skill just because of the delayed nature of the damage. But with the idea of you go in, you put down the AoE, and then it pops and you kill the pack in one shot, it's probably one of the better skills to do this. It's essentially a worse version than Firestorm, right? Because if you think about it, Firestorm is also just delayed damage. It's just better AoE and a little bit more consistent and a lot more single target.
And a lot faster at applying the first bit of damage, too.
Yeah, that's true, for sure.
I don't know. Stormcall is pretty frustrating to use without any reduced duration on it. Maybe he's planning on doing lab and just magically getting an enchant on the helmet, even though it's normal lab. So you can't do that.
I think he has a plan. What else do we have? So we have the kind of the 2 pros going with very unorthodox setups, a degen build and a Stormcall build. well, the end game is not too unorthodox, but the Storm Call. And then we have, what do we have Wins and Freak playing here?
Yeah, Wins is actually, I kind of expected the semi-pros to both just be going Sunder, but Wins is actually playing a caster. He's playing the Fire Trap Freeze Pull Shadow right now.
Are they allowed to use Sunder?
Yeah.
So they're allowed to use anything. Interesting. But
Yeah, the semi-pros can use
Sunder?
Yeah. And Wins is sticking to Shadow.
Okay.
I don't think Shadow gets Firestorm, does it?
Ooh, I have actually never tried running a caster, just straight up caster Shadow. I've always been like a trapper, or back in the day with the poison arrow fire trap and all that. So I'm not sure. Though you can just buy it, can't you? With the, or is that even not possible?
I'm not sure about that.
Huh.
He might be going for a trapper. Like, it's impossible to tell at this point.
Yeah. I will just have to keep an eye on that. And then we have Freak, probably going for the Marauder Sunder, right? The tried and true.
Yeah. Proven to be really good. And I can't blame him at all for going for it. He's allowed to. And he's going against the pros. He wants to win. If you want to win, you can Sunder. You Sunder.
Yeah. He did mule, right? Yeah, he has to have had.
Yeah, he muled
the onslaught from the the onslaught gem being very, very powerful. For those tuning in and maybe being a little bit new to racing, one of the new leveling gems that actually makes leveling for a lot of players a lot more enjoyable is the on-kill effects and the triggered effects. So you have there's two main ones, one could say. There's the onslaught gem, which gives you a chance on kill to gain the onslaught effect for, I believe, 8 seconds, which is 20 movement speed and 20 attack speed and 20 cast speed. So that really gives you like some good mobility and fast attacks. So that's really nice to use. That's why you see everyone muling them these days. On the casters, they also get the onslaught gem because there was the cast speed in there as well. And then they can also benefit from something called Arcane Surge, which is essentially a new support that when you spend a certain amount of mana, it gives you cast speed and more spell damage. So some very powerful new gems, really changing up the leveling strats.
Wynn's already kind of showing a little bit of inexperience with the layouts. It looks like he might end up full clearing Submerged Passage here.
Maybe he's just going for some XP. He might have something up his sleeve. He is going for that Shadow Start.
Yeah, it's this is one of the. He did get the bridge, so
good.
That can be one of those layouts where it's all the way at the top and you've just gone like way out of the way.
Yeah,
Gucci is already in ledge.
Ooh, Gucci has been practicing a lot lately as well. He's been upping his game quite a lot. I know that for the I believe it was a Scion race, I believe he practiced around 12 hours. So wow. He really wants to give DeadAndDoom a run for his money. I do think that we have yet to see the end game of racing when it comes to how fast players can be. I think there's going to be some solid competition coming in.
Yeah. I think there's still a lot to be discovered with racing and optimization. Yes. You know, even with how fast people like DeadAndDoom are going, I think there's still room for improvement.
On the Sunder, I think that's probably solved for the most part. DeadAndDoom has really put time into that.
I
think for most other classes, there's definitely, from what I've been seeing, there's a lot to explore still. So I'm really happy to see all these different style of races coming out.
Gucci getting offers on trades right now.
Is he taking any?
I wonder if he's gonna pull the cute dog and try and, go for some trades in the middle of the race. I mean, he's already the furthest ahead in ledge.
Yeah. Oh, so he's going for the Contagion strat. I know you know a little bit about this.
Yeah, Contagion's really strong early game. With just a +1 and like a 3-link, which he already has. Oh no, that's Winds that has 3 link. But with just a +1 and a 3 link, you can one-shot most mobs with Contagion up to like Act 3, towards the end of Act 3.
So is that the Arcane Surge we're seeing on that?
Yeah, he has an Arcane Surge on that.
Yeah. For that
it does cost a lot of mana, so if he keeps it at level 1, he's probably just going to proc it every single time he casts.
Nice. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that since what we're seeing here, it would be kind of awkward if you are going for that Scorching Ray I talked about earlier. Because you are speccing so many nodes into straight up chaos damage, so we're probably going to see a full chaos build from him here. Would be my assumption.
DeadAndDoom just found an Essence of Contempt. I'm pretty sure he's wishing he was playing some sort of melee build now.
Yes. So if you could tell us why is Essence of Contempt so good?
Essence of Contempt adds flat physical to just about every single item except for like belts and armors. So jewelry and weapons all get flat physical damage, and it works as an ALK, so you'll get at least 3 other mods with it, up to 5 other mods. So that's really, really nice to have. And worst case, he just uses it as an ALK.
Yeah. What do you think he's going to be using it on here, on his run?
He's probably just going to use it as an ALK.
Yeah, but on what item do you think would be some of the preferred items here to ALK?
Well, he just used it on his wand.
There we go.
So I guess we have our answer.
Well, I think what you're looking for here early on, you're looking for that flat spell damage, right? Wouldn't you say?
Yep, and he got 2 to 4 fire.
Oh, that's really nice. 2 to 4 fire. That's a lot of extra damage. The thing about flat spell damage here in the early game is that your spells, they do quite a low amount of damage per hit, right? So you see something like, say, Spark or whatever. How much does it do? Like early on, like what's it, 1 to 3?
1 to like well, Spark actually is pretty powerful. It does like 1 to 28, but it's still very significant.
Yeah. So that one roll, like on your items, it might give you like a 10-20% depending on the roll and depending on the level. Like earlier on, in the very early stages, it's more powerful than the later you go on. So you definitely just want to like try and force those early rolls. Oh, he's getting some cast speed there as well. Cast speed is very nice to get. Once you get to the stage, if you can get your abilities to get to that one-shot stage, all you're looking for is to get the ability out faster, because it reduces the time in between your casts. So you can spend that time moving instead, really speeding up your gameplay here.
Oh, wow. We got Freak finding a rare Jade Hatchet.
Ooh.
That might be
really
pretty
nice.
nice.
Has he ID'd it yet?
He has ID'd it. Let's check what it is. He just switched zone. It's 1 to 6 lightning damage and some fire res.
Not bad at all. Any kind of flat damage early on, the same thing goes for weapons, and especially when you're dual wielding, is very powerful because you get that high attack speed, and so that since you're using one-handers, they don't have as much damage as the two-handers, obviously. So any kind of flat damage really helps out. If you're going for a two-hand setup, percent physical damage would probably be much preferable there. But on the one-handers, there's not that much of a difference between some flat LE damage early on and percent physical damage.
Yeah. Gucci might have some problems on Brutus coming up here. He has like no gear whatsoever. He's literally using 2 ES items, and then his helmet is empty. He has no rings, he has no amulet, and I didn't see a chest in his inventory. And he's on a small and a medium flask.
Blight does do a substantial amount of single target though, if you can get that rolling. I think do we have some portals? He has 2 portals. I don't think he's gonna. I think he's gonna be fine. Because what you can do here is you can use your life pool, and then you can use portals as health potions, right? So the idea would be that you want to phase tank, right? As much as possible, so you don't have to move, so you can keep casting. So you would go in, start firing away. Then your medium life potion, which is a weaker potion than a large, it's not gonna keep up with Brutus attack. So you're eventually gonna go low on life. Then you can either decide: do I want to run around to recover my life, or do I just portal out and instantly gain full life back, and then go in and then tank again?
Yeah. And we've got Gucci now at Brutus. So we're going to see how this... Oh, he just switched out a whole bunch of his gear for evasion stuff. So, okay, this is going to go a lot better. He had a scale vest.
There? Brutus missed 2 attacks in a row there. Right. This is why we have evasion being so good. Just a bit of sidestepping here. This is looking pretty solid. So now you would want to port. And just come back in. Let's see if he does that. Or maybe
he might not even opt to do it. He's got ads now. Yeah, he's just throwing contagion at the ads. The ads will get one shot by the contagion.
I do think, he could have just ported immediately, went back in, and he would have had him down by now. I think if you just face tanked him with the new health, but it's still pretty solid, I think.
Yeah, and that was definitely a pretty good kill.
Mm-hmm.
So now we've got DeadAndDoom and Freak both going for Brutus in a moment here. Note that Gucci is ahead, by the way, with
it's a fast. That's actually a really fast kill for I would say for that.
With no onslaught.
That's
we got
true,
DeadAndDoom with the corner spark strat, using the spark bounces to make it so that his spark can hit faster. As you can actually multi-hit with Spark. He actually had Pierce and added Lightning on it too.
So the way the Spark works on the side there is if you bounce the Spark off the wall, it resets the duration to where it can hit the enemy again. There is a what do you call the what's the name of it? Before it can hit again?
I guess a grace period.
Yeah, so there's a grace period from the first hit on the boss or on the monster to where it can hit again. So you have to wait a second for a spark. Or does that even work like that? No, that's only if you pierce.
There's some really complicated mechanics on it, and I think you kind of have to go through the wiki because it's been changed a whole lot in the past.
You can't shotgun with Spark anymore, though. So the additional projectiles bouncing off the wall would then be able to hit the enemy, right? That's how it works. That's why you can sort of shotgun
something like
now.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
DeadAndDoom finding another essence. You know, DeadAndDoom really living up to that, like, just amazing RNG. And he's just not even going to pick it up, and he finds another essence.
It's another contempt, I think I saw. Which is not really going to help him much, which is why you're seeing opting out of that.
I don't know what's going on here, but I feel like DeadAndDoom might have accidentally made a character in the Essence League. Like, we might be watching a VOD from, like, 9 months ago? I'm not sure.
Might be onto something.
That is a lot of essences. He's had at least 3 essences so far.
I will say though, even if you're finding a lot of essences, it can also be, you might find yourself very lucky early on finding that many. But for a racer, if it comes at the wrong time, it might be a mistake going for those essences, which is also why I think a lot of players would actually think, oh, all this extra currency, this is really great, good start. And they would go on, they would try and kill the essence, where DeadAndDoom just recognizes, well, this is not actually going to help me at all.
Yeah, he's pretty well leveled. He's level 10 already. He's flame dashing through. He managed to get some ledge skips on the Prisoner's Gate because he had that flame dash, and it looks like he's using that flame dash pretty well to deal damage as well.
Yeah, using it on cooldown, never having 3 charges is very important as well. While being a caster, not having a leap slam available, where you can just leap slam whenever you feel like it. Flame dash does have a cooldown, so you want to make sure that you're always charging at least 1 charge. So you want to make sure you flame dash, and then you can start killing to reposition yourself, and then flame dash again to maintain that momentum forward.
Yeah, and he's going way faster now. Keeping those charges on flame dash low is actually something that's really hard to get used to. If you haven't raced for a while,
it takes a lot of experience.
If you haven't raced for a while, it's actually something that is easy to kind of forget, really. or
And we
lose
see
the
here
muscle.
Freak down on the bottom. He has that leap slam, which should definitely propel him forward here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He also has Vigilant Strike in his helmet. I'm not sure if he needs that. It's nice to have the Fortify, but I think it's a little overkill. Gucci is the only one with 10 MS at this point.
Oh, really? For the casters, this is something that's a lot more important versus any of the melee characters. Since the melee characters, really, they don't really want to move ever. They just want to be leap slamming. It is nice, though, having some mobility if you have to like reposition in the fight and all that kind of stuff, or if you have to pick up like right next to you to have a little bit more of a movement speed. But most of the time, you're just going to be leaping, so it's not a big deal. But for the casters, it's a huge deal.
Yeah, especially when you don't have Onslaught, with a degen based character, you aren't getting Onslaught because Onslaught doesn't proc off of degen effects.
We still do have Gucci though. Let's see. He's entering Anger, and DeadAndDoom. He must be in Anger as well, right? Or
yeah, I think DeadAndDoom entered Anger.
Okay. Well, then we have a Merveil kill coming up very, very soon.
Yep, DeadAndDoom and Freak also getting to Merveil at the same time. Look at that damage on.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting
damage
those
is insane.
stacks. Yeah.
But
Is that the
I think
Freelink spark there as well?
Yeah, that's an added lightning pierce spark. Freak actually gets him down first though. That Molten Strike going to work.
Yeah, Molten Strike being one of the very best single target skills in the game, even in the end game.
Yep. All the way from early game to end game, it's really strong, and he's going to be the first to enter the Southern Forest.
Let's see, what do we have for a time here? So 21. It's an acceptable time, I would say. Nothing too major. I would say for the caster's point of view here, 21 is very good. So DeadAndDoom setting a very good time, especially since he does not have the ability to use Firestorm. Also being level 11.
Oh yeah.
Levels on casters being super important, as all your damage actually comes out of your skills rather than your weapons. Well, obviously you still use skills with weapons, but the base damage is determined on the level of the skill rather than the damage of your weapon. So getting high level is super good. Oh, yeah?
He actually has his Contagion 3-linked at this point. Well, he switched it over to Blight for this boss. One thing to note about Blight is actually putting Arcane Surge on it isn't too amazing, considering that it has such a low cost. So
it does cast very, very fast.
Yeah. It is just like a 2 mana cost baseline at this point in time.
Yeah.
We've got DeadAndDoom. It is confirmed he is going Stormcall.
Oh, very nice. I'm really looking forward to that. I think this is gonna work out very well. Get all that AoE. I'm sure that DeadAndDoom has done a few practice runs, and so what he probably has recognized is that the Stormcall ends up doing enough damage to just 2-tap the packs. Right? You see here as well. He just opts for that quick cast speed as well. Doesn't even take the. I'm a little bit surprised that he doesn't take the larger AoE immediately. But I think he's opting for the high damage as fast as possible.
I do believe that's actually for int requirements. In the past,
yeah. So you do get the int on the what's it called? The light of something. That node he's going for, the cast speed spell damage node, should have strength and int, which is a really powerful node.
I do believe it's Light of Divinity.
Light of Divinity. I think you are correct. What a fitting name for a Templar.
What a great name for a Templar, indeed. It's going to be
we have Winds here finishing up Merveil as well.
Yeah, Winds unfortunately in last right now. He did go for the Caster Shadow. And he's also using Pierce Spark.
And no Firestorm.
Oh, he's out of mana and he's having trouble killing the boss. Oh, he just got a flash charge.
Nice.
So the routing here is a little interesting. Gucci, I think, skipped Riverways.
Oh, and went straight for the...
Yeah, it's going straight for Sins.
Okay.
That's really interesting. Usually you go through Riverways and then get your like Western Forest.
Yeah, I think especially with the build he's pulling off here, I think he should probably have gone Riverways. As the monsters in the Riverways are really low base, right? Their health is really low. All the monkeys and all that, you can just tap them once and they die. Going into, if you go right side towards Sins, everything has a little bit more HP. It's a little bit beefier. So if you could like hit an earlier level, it would make killing the pack a lot more efficient. If you could just have that early damage a little bit there, or have some more damage quicker going in here.
Yeah. Apparently, Classic wins. He's apparently looking to go for a minor.
For a minor? For no restriction base. Going for the comfort zone.
Yeah,
okay.
Wins loves playing mine builds, so he's apparently looking to go Glacial Cascade minor. So that's really interesting.
Okay. Well, he's definitely going to have an easy time on the bosses. It's going to be a struggle early on here. I would like to see, if you're going for a minor, I'm surprised we're not seeing, he's not 12 yet. So he's probably going to go for that lightning trapper, I think.
Yeah, I would hope he's going for the lightning trap. I wonder if he has the links for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Okay, that's good. Do you know the setup that you usually run on the lightning trap?
Generally you want to go for lightning trap, multi-trap, and then add lightning, I believe.
Okay.
And then you put that in a +1 lightning.
Yeah.
So you get a +1 on both the added lightning and the...
Yeah, it's very powerful. That flat damage, both on the skill and on the support gem, really makes a big difference, especially after they buffed the added lightning and cold, so they're more powerful now than they were in previous patches. So I think that sounds like a really solid strategy.
What is with Gucci's routing though? I'm really confused as to like. There's no way he finished Sins already, right? Like he's now in Riverways.
No, I don't think so. I think he must have. Did he take the waypoint in Sins maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Yes, I think that has to be the case. Either that, or he still has a portal waiting for him, so he would go back soon to that portal.
Yeah, this is kind of... It's unorthodox. No, he took the waypoint.
Yeah, he took the waypoint. Okay. Yeah, I think he recognized just what I was saying earlier, that he was not pushing out enough damage, so he was probably trying to get some XP doing that Riverways, just to push his damage a little bit more earlier, because he does face off against Theuberelite very, very soon, which has a decent amount of HP. Which
DeadAndDoom just killed. He's actually now ahead of Freak at this point.
Oh, but it is very close still. Freak definitely keeping up with the Sunder strats here.
I think Freak might be wearing a chest. He's wearing a shabby jerkin. Oh, he needs it for the 3-link.
I don't think there's anything bad about that though. Especially going with the leap slammer, you have a lot more freedom to sacrifice mobility, like movement speed. So normally what you would see racers do if they can't leap slam, so you have all the casters, you see all of them do not actually wear chests, and that's because the chest piece reduces your movement speed. But as a leap slammer, that doesn't matter, because your mobility will be leap slamming all the time, and that is not hindered by move speed at all. If you're doing a shield charge, it would have a small effect, but on leap slam it has none.
Yep. And he's also gone with a shabby jerkin, which has a pretty low movement speed penalty, being an evasion base.
So that is true.
In town, he's not going to be hindered too much by that.
No, and most of the time, players are not spending their time in town. The less time you're actually in the town, the better. So you're not too much of a detriment having a little bit less of a movement speed penalty. It's a second here and there. Nothing too crucial.
He also doesn't have a boarding axe. He's still using that rare jade hatchet from earlier.
Ooh. Maybe his filter not really showing what he needs to see, or just being unlucky.
I can't tell if he's actually using a proper filter at this point.
Well,
He's definitely using a filter, because
Yes,
it's
'cause
making
we
the
have
Scroll of
a-
Wisdoms larger.
That is definitely not how they normally look.
Yeah, but I haven't seen any weapons like get highlighted at all. So
And a lot of white items being shown, and see the longsword there. You don't really want to see a two-handed longsword on the ground. You should be filtering that out when you race. Now, being the semi-pros here, they're not min-maxing as hard as say players like Gucci and DeadAndDoom at the moment.
yep. So we've got Gucci now, and oh wow, Gucci having trouble with a Harbinger pack in a really tight spot.
Yeah, I think he might actually, that might be a struggle later on as well. Like, how do you deal with Harbinger packs? They have they're really tanky in general. They're hard to take down, and when you're running a degen based spec, they have a certain, so what they benefit from is consistency in the monster health. So you know that you pop in one ED decay or ED contagion, and that takes it down. But these Harbinger packs really can throw a wrench in that strategy.
Yeah. One thing to also note is that one of the biggest sources of damage for a Chaos degen build is Spell Totem Wither, and Shadow does not get Spell Totem.
Ooh.
So
they do get a lot more damage though on the skill tree. I can't really see too many other specs or too many other classes actually being able to perform well in a race without being Shadow.
Oh yeah. Shadow has way better damage nose and way better pathing than, say, a Witch does.
Yes.
So
I think
even though
even without the Wither, I think you're still looking at more damage. So if you can at any point in time get lucky and get that spell totem, that would really put you in a good spot.
Wins is indeed using Lightning Trap now. He's got that multi trap, added lightning trap now.
Very nice. It's all about getting that again here with the trap setup. You don't want to backtrack and then you just want to be throwing down the trap and then moving forward, throwing down the trap. Like you want to be flame dashing through the pack, right? You always want to be flame dashing. So you're trying to apply the damage from the flame dash, and then throwing backwards the trap to finish it off, or even forward.
DeadAndDoom has the dual heralds now. Got both thunder and ice.
That is very powerful. One thing to consider here, I wanted to note, is that one of the very powerful things about Stormcall, it's damage effectiveness. It's always been one of the best skills with when it comes to damage effectiveness, and that means that heralds are incredibly powerful because they add a flat amount of damage. And since the skill itself has a very fast cast speed, and I think it's very close to a regular skill when it comes to damage effectiveness, it just adds up to being so much.
Yep. DeadAndDoom, I don't know if he's killed a Lyra.
That's a lot of damage he's putting out there. It's looking really good.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's got the Orb of Storms too, so he can proc Orb of Storms every time he casts a lightning skill.
Yeah, that's really nice.
One thing to note is that DeadAndDoom and Freak seem to have named their characters very similar to each other. DeadAndDoom with his character name
Losing to Sunder.
Losing to Sunder, and yep, losing with Sunder.
Okay.
So it seems like they kind of planned this out.
Yeah, a little feud going on there, maybe. None of them wanting to be to come. What do you say? Like afterwards, saying, "Oh, but you're just playing Sunder."
Yeah, they're just looking to say, "Oh, I knew it the whole time." I mean, don't you see my character name? So one of them's gonna be right, or maybe both of them's gonna be right, and one of the other two win. Who knows?
Yeah.
Gucci getting an
know.
exile, choosing to kill it for the loot.
I like that.
Yeah. Exiles, they always drop a full set of at least magic loot, a full set of gear of magic loot, and the other items
It can
be
drop
rare.
it can drop multiple of like the same pieces, but you will get the full set though. So they can drop. It's not just because you're seeing one of these rogue exiles drop 2 helmets. It doesn't mean that they have 2 heads. They can actually drop. They can actually drop more than what they just have on.
Gucci's Oak kill should be pretty quick here. One thing to note about Oak versus Chaos damage is that Oak gets endurance charges and a Moral Call. Neither of those help with degen, or Chaos damage.
Well, they do help with degen, but the Chaos damage, yes. So if you had been doing fire degen, it would actually help since they would be getting fire resistance. But they do not. He does not have Chaos resistance from that. Ooh, a big shrine pickup here from DeadAndDoom.
Yeah,
Just
and look at his
obliterating
speed
the
right
pegs.
now.
Yeah, it's going really fast. I could honestly, looking at this, I could see this being for clearing, being faster than, or almost like as fast as Firestorm, honestly. Because if you are just in that stage where you're one-shotting, like who cares that you do a little bit less DPS?
And he still has that onslaught support. So
yeah,
with the added lightning and storm call and the +1 as well, this is really, really nice. Freak being the first to touch the ball, though.
I want to see. Oh, who was the first? Oh, Freak. Oh, he's gotten a lead again. Okay. That
he's using like even with terrible weapons, really.
He does have a cleaver now.
Yeah, but it's not even crafted at this point. It's probably not needed.
Nah,
like you can
Marauder gets a lot of damage early on, and he does still rock those double iron rings.
Yep. So.
And if you get some good packs where they're really dense, all these extra AoEs just chaining throughout the pack just makes it so that you one shot anyways. You don't need that much damage, especially when playing Marauder. To actually one shot. And as long as you make sure you a little bit of the inexperience showing off here on his leap slamming, just kind of like leap slamming in place. I do that all the time as well. Even if I've played a decent amount of Sunder, but even I end up like just jumping into trees all the time.
Oh yeah, definitely the same for me as well. It's pretty tough to get used to.
Yeah,
picking up a broad axe.
Setting himself up for a nice craft, maybe.
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, again, he hasn't even crafted the cleaver, and hopefully he does that before Vaal.
Yeah, I think he should do that. Well, it's how much time do you lose? Maybe he's just setting himself up for like that nice next weapon. If he's still one-shotting, if he's one-shotting all the way to Vaal, like let's say you lose maybe 10-20 seconds on Vaal, but you also have to invest into crafting the weapon. Is it even worth it at that point if you're just gonna swap it out like straight after? We need to like kind of have a look at his inventory before we can really determine whether or not he should be crafting, because he could be very low on resources.
Yeah, he also doesn't have a Grand Life Flask at this point. DeadAndDoom does. Gucci with terrible flasks at this point.
Yeah, I would like to see him upgrading that, and also upgrading his rings. Like coil rings on casters are really nice, since especially here early on where there's not too much ellie damage. If you can up your total life pool, you get stunned way less. And since you can't leap over everything, you put yourself right next to monsters all the time, so they will be hitting you constantly. And if you can minimize the amount of times you get stunned, that really helps out smoothing out that gameplay.
DeadAndDoom already found a 4-socket item.
Ooh.
It's not linked, but it is 3 blue and a green on a leather hood. Holy crap.
Ooh, okay. That
3 blue on a leather hood is insane.
Yeah, that's really good.
Because that's an evasion base.
He throws it away, but maybe he just recognizes he'll never actually be able to wear it because of the dex requirements.
You know who could have used that helmet is Gucci, because he's not even wearing a helmet right now. He said
it's a shadow as well. So
yeah, he said I don't even need gear. Screw it. I'm just gonna go with like the bare minimum I need, and No amulet, no helmet, not even having 2 rings on right now. But he has 10% move speed, so... And he also has a double fire res ring, so that's going to be pretty nice for him. But I think he's going to want to fill those slots out.
It's one of the nicer things to have coming into the next zone that he's going into here in Northern Forest. Having that fire res, so you can, especially on a build where you have to kind of stand in the packs a lot with the degen.
God, did you see his Vaal Ruins?
No, I didn't.
Really, really long.
That might also explain why we are seeing kind of a slower place out of Gucci right here. Normally we see him in the previous races not too long. Like what was it, the Cyan race? He was I believe he was like neck and neck with DeadAndDoom in that race.
Yeah. He's in Discord with DeadAndDoom. He's probably complaining on Discord like, holy crap, I just had the worst Vaal Ruins I've ever had.
Complaining about RNG, but not picking up the items on the ground.
Yeah, from the race event yesterday, I can remember they said when they're on Discord together, they usually just complain about RNG to each other. And...
Well, if you don't even bother picking up like the bare essentials, you can't really be complaining about RNG, can you?
Oh, he finally picked up a helmet, but it's an ES base.
It's not too bad though, having some ES.
Yeah, it's not. He's wearing a cage on his head though, so.
One of the very nice things about having ES. Oh, we have like a 1-on-1 here on the Vaals.
Yeah, the guys with the matching names.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be 1v1ing on Vaal.
Both level 20 as well. Very close race between those two.
Yeah, they're actually keeping up with each other really well.
Yeah.
Did Freak
ever let's see here if the weapon choice ends up hurting him here on the kill. This could cost him a long time. I think. Who do you think is going to take this?
I think it's still going to be Freak. He's got the totem, but he's going against
DeadAndDoom is putting out a lot of damage. If he gets unlucky here on the ad phases, that's the second one now.
One thing to note is that DeadAndDoom's still not putting in the strat. Gucci is probably going to do this, but when you leave 3 ads up, the Vaal will not go under unless he bugs out.
Oh, so very close though. Oh,
yeah, that was really close. Freak is ahead very slightly.
Barely.
And he decides to craft a broadaxe.
Okay.
He only had 1 whetstone. It looks like he's looks like he's not collecting superior weapons for
that blacksmith. Yeah,
for the blacksmith whetstone, so he can craft items, because I think that was his only whetstone. So that must have been why he's not crafting an axe, because he feels like he doesn't need the extra damage at this point.
This is about the time where we really want it.
Oh my god, DeadAndDoom, really? DeadAndDoom dropping the easy in chat.
Oh,
he just found 4-link gloves with the colors that he wants for Flame Blast totems.
That is great. That is very fortunate. Oh, even some rarity, just to say, hey, I want to find even more stuff right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go magic finding. We're gonna go like this.
Next up, we're gonna see some Karui Ward and the Fuck Shade, and he's gonna be running like 80 miles an hour.
Yeah, he's gonna drop 2 Screaming Eagles.
Oh,
you know, and all of a sudden, by the end, he's probably gonna be wearing Cute Dog gear.
Strike.
Yeah, he might go for the Brightbeak Shield charge even.
Maybe what do you think? Let's say you found a Brightbeak. Do you think it'll be worth it? Maybe grabbing up like a Leap Slam? Even with like low attack speed? Like for a caster? I don't know. It has the rest as well.
Yeah, I could totally see it. Also, it looks like he's going for Elemental Overload.
Yeah.
Which makes total sense. Gucci is going to be going into Vaal now. I'm going to see how his damage goes, and if he's going to go for the 3 ads strat.
So the 3 ad strat, if you could explain that again, right? It's the you leave 1 ad up, right?
You actually leave 3 of them up if you can. He
you
actually
leave
kills
3.
them all.
Okay.
3 at the point where he won't go under or summon ads anymore is when there's 3 ads alive. But it looks like he's just going for the Arctic armor and he's just trying to chill Vaal when he can by running around him.
Trying to get
Or
a
he's
little
just
bit more
going for the
degen damage
damage
as well. Yeah, for that the flame dash through for more damage. I like it.
Even flame dashing to dodge, and he's going to go kill
His damage is
Vaal.
looking good though. I like it. I'm liking the damage out of the blind. It's a very underrated skill.
Oh yeah, Blight's really good for single target. So he actually managed to get through
as well on the piety kills.
Oh yeah, he actually managed to get through Vaal with only 1 ad phase, I believe.
Yeah.
So
I didn't see more than that.
That was really smooth. You know, ad phases being the one thing that slow you down the most on Vaal.
Yeah, it can be really painful if you're in a neck and neck race, and then the first thing you see Vaal do after he comes up is throw out another ad phase, and then he comes up again and he throws out another. Sometimes you can really get screwed by then.
Yeah, and sometimes he'll do his ads, and then for some reason he'll just do ads again, even though like he has plenty of ads still up, and I'm still not sure why that happens.
Yeah,
but his damage is still looking really good.
We have Winds trying to catch up here, coming through the pyramids. He's going to be at Vaal very soon. Let's see if he knows the strategy here.
Every single racer being notified that there is a stash tab sale going on this weekend.
Ooh.
Maybe they'll open up the MTX store. Maybe they'll press that M button and buy some stash tabs.
Do you think they have more than 4 already? It might be like in a long race like this, it might be necessary.
Yeah, it might be important to have those extra stash tabs.
A little pay to win.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Wim coming in here on the Vaal kill.
Yep.
Yeah.
DeadAndDoom just picked up LA Overload, but we're gonna focus on Wins here. He is getting those trap nodes actually. I don't know if he's actually going for.
He is. Oh, okay. So he's we have Wins min maxes for some damage right here, going into Vaal.
Yeah, he has to put on those MTX.
Yeah. Oh, getting the pet out. I like this. The pet giving you a flat 20% damage bonus.
Well, we know who clearly pressed M in this race. And that's going to be Wins.
I like it. I like what I'm seeing.
He also has double Quicksilver.
His damage seems pretty good for traps. I'm kind of surprised. It does more than I thought. Looking good.
One thing to note is he's spec'd into very specific trap nodes. So I don't know if the Glacial Cascade Miner is actually true.
Well, he could go Glacial Cascade traps. Why not? It should be more single target.
Yeah, but the cooldowns is the issue there.
Well, what you could do, say, let's say you're running, let's say you want to go full trapper. How are you gonna do the full damage on like something like Kitava, with only lightning trap? Wouldn't you want to have a second trap in there as well?
Well, traps are already pretty bad on Kitava from.
Yeah, but Glacial Cascade is really good on Kitava.
Yeah, it is.
So that might be the trick to make the traps work.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, we have Gucci not getting debated by any of the essences. His gear is fine. He has no amulet. He has that torture cage helmet on. That's all he needs.
Yeah. His belt's pretty nice. It's got 49 strength on it in total, as well as some life and light res. Yeah. He's not going to have any strength problems whatsoever.
I would actually like him to see him try getting some. He has an Alchemist in inventory. Just has 2 essences. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he should have picked some of that up. Oh. You're seeing the DeadAndDoom strat here as well with the, I think a common practice now as well, what we're seeing in races is picking up the busts. I do actually like that strategy. You get that 1 extra skill point. I do believe you get some regrets as well, right? For if you did manage to misclick.
Yeah, and he... Oh, wow. Holy crap. He just moused over the boots he found. We'll be getting an update on that soon, but he has move speed.
Ooh, nice.
Um...
But yeah, you can see here that DeadAndDoom is doing everything he can to get some of that XP, getting that 23 before entering Solaris. Again, levels and casters, super important. If you fall behind just by a little bit, you really start struggling.
That's 15% move speed on those boots. They also have 23 cold res and 10 lightning res, as well as a little bit of life, too.
Wow, they're crazy. Oh. And if he's going MOM as well, that's going to be... Oh, those are so good. So good. Well, he can... That's definitely his endgame boots. And he has the falling gloves as well coming in soon. Man, he is looking so good.
This guy's gear is crazy. There's no way my gear can beat something like that. He had the perfect links.
Okay, so yeah, he did... Let's see. Well, Freak is he going to catch up here? Are we on the same level?
Yeah, it looks like it. One thing to note is also about...
Wasn't that a falling salad? Don't you think he should be picking up the falling salads? Or not the falling, the 4 sockets?
Maybe, yeah. Just to have something to fuse.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, DeadAndDoom dropping really low on a Harbinger pack. These mobs can be really nasty, and it doesn't look like he's wearing fire res.
Opting for lightning res? I like the lightning res,
and cold res.
Yeah.
The cold res is really nice, because the Ice Nova here can really screw you over. You get frozen by a big pack of those. Like, in that pack where he opened that box, he probably could have gotten chain frozen.
Yeah.
His link setup is really nice, though. He has a 3-link wand with faster casting Arcane Surge Flame Dash, and he's kept the Arcane Surge at level 2.
Yes, that is exactly what you... Or can you put it... I think you can put it at level 3. If you put it at level 3, you get 1 more cast speed. And it exactly... I believe it costs 17, and it requires 17 to proc Arcane Surge at level 3. Yeah. So you could min-max for 1 more cast speed if you actually level that up just 1 time.
It's really tough to memorize. I think that's one of the things that we as racers, still have to min-max with the Arcane Surge leveling. Ideally, you want it to go off every 1 cast, so it's just basically always up, because you always want to be flame dashing. But I think that's something to still min-max.
Neck and neck races. I'm really liking this. We have Freak and DeadAndDoom, both 23, both running in docks, neck and neck. And then we have GucciPradas and Wins, both 21, and they're both casters, so the levels mattering a lot. Like, you can always start catching up. Like, as long as the levels are equal here, I think we have a very close race, even if they are a little bit apart, like zone-wise. As long as they can, that Wins do not like lose out here, because we have Gucci pushing towards Battlefront, not being 22 yet, right? So he might start struggling on that XP, and we have Wins being actually just hitting 22 right there, like ahead in XP. So he's not going to struggle at all. He's not going to backtrack or anything. So I could see like a neck and neck very, very soon, where we. Yeah, Gucci, when he starts falling behind a little in XP, we'll see. It's gonna be close.
DeadAndDoom's grinding docks right now. I don't know if he missed the soul fight. Freak is in Battlefront, but Freak is level 24, so he has the advantage in terms of XP, and now he also has the advantage in terms of progression.
Yeah. The leap slam really makes good work here. Oh, and getting a good doesn't take the shrine. Interesting. Not even opting for that extra like shock round here. He could be putting on Gravicious just before. I don't know. I think you save a few seconds here, a few seconds there. You were taking 1 second to pick up the shrine.
Yeah, he did kill Gravicious really fast, even without it. But
okay, so he was just searching for the last item for the quest, and now DeadAndDoom is going to be entering what's that called? Battlegrounds? No,
Battlefront.
Ebony Barracks. Ebony Barracks.
Ebony Barracks. Yeah.
It's going to be entering that very soon. Looking to kill Gravicious here as well, because he needs to get that Flame Blast, which is the 28 gem reward that you get from killing Gravicious.
Yep. Gucci actually, instead of opting for mostly doing damage with Contagion in Act 3, he's decided, I'm mostly going to do damage with my Essence Drain and use Contagion with faster casting Arcane Surge just to proc Arcane Surge and get that damage spread out faster.
I do think there comes a point where you have to do this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Contagion just can't keep up. It doesn't scale very much per level. Early on, it has its base damage is very high, so you can use it in the early levels to just clear with that, and then as you progress in levels, it starts falling off, and you have to use the Essence Drain.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Combo. Especially when you run into blue packs, Contagion doesn't cut it on blue packs at all.
No, definitely not.
We got Freak actually killing a Harbinger pack somewhat. Okay, he's gonna leave it behind.
I think he's just trying to push some levels here.
Yeah, he is 25. DeadAndDoom is also 25, actually. DeadAndDoom caught up on XP.
So he's still using that Shabby Jerkin. Doesn't opt for that, what was it? It was some hybrid armor right there on the ground with the red, green I saw.
Yeah, that might actually hurt him.
Yeah, you really want, like, it's you might not consider, because there's like a meme going around in PoE that, oh, armor and evasion are just shit stats. You shouldn't pick them. They don't do anything. But trust me, early on in these kind of races, if you can get like a couple hundred of each, the monsters, like if you can reduce the damage by 20%, both on the hit and the chance to hit, that makes a huge difference when you're taking damage all the time, because those life potions, they regenerate a set amount of life per second. And so if you're taking like X amount of damage as well per second, like there's a point where your life potions can't keep up anymore. So if you have some good mitigation, you're just never gonna go low.
Yeah. And it's also worth noting that it can be a time save even. A hybrid evasion armor piece has the same movement speed penalty as the Shabby Jerkin he's using.
Yeah.
And he's gonna get stunned less, he's gonna get hit less.
Exactly.
And he might have to spend less time running around trying to avoid, damage and stuff, because he's like, oh god, I just took a whole bunch of damage, I need to heal.
So we saw, I just saw Freak there. He picked up the, Gucci drug relative deceiver. Holy shit.
Holy crap.
That is crazy. Wow.
Yeah, that's a really big deal. And especially if he's planning on using Blight for bosses, he's always going to be in that Intimidate range.
Yeah.
Intimidate.
So for those who don't know, Intimidate is a 10%. So any monster being intimidated. Oh! Okay, DeadAndDoom going down once.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he could have really... You see here, this is where you could have really benefited from having that armor evasion we talked about earlier, right? So... all the casters opting to not going for that armor evasion, so they're very susceptible to just getting chunked down to hits. And you saw just now that he got completely obliterated by that.
And now
barrage.
He's picking up a full-scale armor.
Yeah,
one of those armor evasion
really
bases.
Recognizing, oh, we need this. Otherwise, we're just going to die again and again and again.
I mean, let's look at his gear. He has 3 ES pieces on. He doesn't have any armor evasion pieces.
And that's what he recognizes there for sure.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have. If you have here, let's say he had, if you could extend his life pool a bit, and he could upgrade his potions, that as well could do it. But seeing that he doesn't have perfect flask here and not a lot of life rolls, he has that one life roll on the boots and the neck I can see, but that's about it. So he definitely needs a little bit more in terms of an effective life pool here.
Yeah. So what were you saying about Intimidate again?
Oh, so Intimidate is an aura you have around you, where you intimidate the monsters around you. And any monster that's intimidated will take 10% increased damage, which is crazy because normally you get all this spell damage on the tree and everything, and it adds together. So It essentially has some diminishing returns, but then you get this 10% increased damage taken on the monster. That doesn't stack with any of that. So it's essentially just 10% more damage you do to everything around you. It's really good.
Yep. And also the reduced damage taken from crits is going to be pretty nice.
Yeah, and the life.
A lot less burst damage.
And the
resist.
Life,
all res,
it's a crazy
strength.
Build.
It's basically like the perfect thing you want in a race. Even as like Sunder, because it has fizz damage on it. It's like a rustic sash. So we got Freak. He's already finished with Piety at this point. He's headed into the Imperial Gardens.
We have Gucci, or not Gucci, DeadAndDoom being on Piety now. This is where you can get really annoyed with the, as you can see here, with the Storm Call. Piety being very good at avoiding every single Storm Call, just teleports out just before they...
Yeah, and there's been some issues recently with Piety kind of like desyncing, even on Lockstep. Like,
oh, really?
She kind of like teleports around, and that happened during his fight. Like, he was Storm Calling on Piety, and Piety just like walked out and then suddenly disappeared. Just no animation whatsoever, just disappeared.
Wow. Huh, yeah. I would like to see that. Well, Gucci getting to the door. So he's Gucci, or not Gucci, Freak is at the door very soon. He's actually on a very good pace. Very good pace. Not even hit the hour mark yet. For being
he even found it really good.
This is, I don't know, man. Should he be classed as a semi-pro? I don't know. If you're pulling sub 1 hour Piety kills, and there's probably going to be like a 105 on the Dom, that's really good.
Yeah. His axe is actually really good. He found a rare axe that has 74 IPD arming axe.
Wow, okay. Nice. Some of that stun threshold and stun duration. Stun being, I would say, as you can see the monsters kind of like doing
they're dancing basically.
Yeah, dancing. If anyone remember the
Crypt Jammer.
Yeah, the jammer. Exactly.
Yeah.
No, it's really good. I wonder, can you stun anything up here, like the ads coming in?
If you do enough damage, for sure. You can definitely do it. Should be interesting to see. We might see some, oh yeah, those Cameros with the rapid fire barrage, they're actually doing a decent amount of damage, and that's kind of showing the lack of mitigation he has. His gear hasn't really been updated for a while.
I think the mitigation is definitely going to start hurting him in Act 4. It's, for the most part, in Act 3, I would say, it's mostly elemental damage you're worried about. It's all the fire breathers and the... You see in here, it's the Arctic breath and the lightning and all that kind of stuff.
Ice shot.
Yeah. There's the Lunaris where you have all the whippers and such, but they're so squishy, so you end up just one-shotting them. But once you get into that belly of the beast and what's the Dureso's Dream? Once you enter that area and you have all the double strikers and all that, they do a lot of damage, just pure physical. And you need to have a way to mitigate that if you want to be able to just leap through.
Yep, DeadAndDoom finding another essence. He's going for that greed essence for the life bonus on armor.
Now that is something you definitely want. Oh, going very low. He doesn't want to die here. Nice.
And he gets a rare Jade amulet. That might replace his amulet.
He has a good one already.
Yeah, his amulet's already really good. It's got life and strength and fire res on a Jade.
That's really good.
So it's probably not going to get replaced.
So I'm really interested in this, like, wins Gucci. You see, they are starting to like, wins is starting to catch up to Gucci here.
Oh yeah,
like they're just one zone apart. And let's see on the XP. Okay, so Gucci has a little bit of an XP lead, not too much, but I think maybe the degen strategy here might start to fall off a bit. And especially if he doesn't have that wither that you were talking about earlier, I'm not sure how he's gonna like perform on some of these bosses.
Yeah, maybe he's going to pick up the Blight Jewel before Kitava for that extra damage to make up for the wither.
Yeah.
You know, just use Blight as a debuff maybe. Oh, DeadAndDoom getting stun locked and dying.
No. Second death on DeadAndDoom. Not his race with all this RNG, but I don't know. Maybe he should have been. I don't know, speccing into maybe a few health nodes. Does he have MOM though?
I don't think he does.
Okay, so he has not picked up early MOM. That might, I don't know, maybe he's gonna consider that a mistake later on, because you do have this delayed damage on Stormcall. Makes it very tricky, because you have to sit there and wait a bit, you know, because you put down your Stormcall and then you want to drag the monsters into that. But if you run away and they keep leaping after you, you miss over and over again. So you kind of have to put them in the same spot.
We've got Freak going into second phase of Dominus now. DeadAndDoom's starting the first phase, the trio, the first trio.
Ooh, taking some big damage, but also
Freak,
doing some big damage.
Freak does have the 4-link in inventory. He's actually able to use it, but oh wow, he got a 4-link chest as well. So he finally upgraded that chest.
Did you see what base it was? Oh, he is in a falling Sunder now. Very nice.
Yeah, it's on a full-scale armor, so way better than what he was using.
Wow, it's so good. He is gonna be flying.
And he has a 4-link helmet as well, so he's gonna have that 4-link war chief.
Oh.
You know, one of the advantages of melee right now is the melee totems are so strong. Oh,
and 4 reds as well. Wow. Okay. That totem's gonna be putting out some serious damage.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to put something like melee fizz, maim, and added fire on that.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe even ruthless. I would like to see with if you have like a really good weapon again here with that ruthless on there, could you maybe even stun maybe some of the with the 4-link? What do you think?
Might be questionable. Maybe some of the ads, but not the bosses for sure.
Okay.
D&D apparently died on Dominus as well. D&D having a lot of trouble recently. You know, that again, we talked about the armor evasion stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what exactly he died to, but I do know the previous deaths were all like attack-based stuff.
Yeah. He skipped a lot of essences as well. Like maybe that was a mistake, right? Maybe he should have been a little bit more vigilant and at upgrading his gear, so he has like some resist and all that. Because right here, what he wants to do, he wants to be able to. Oh, okay. So it's about time, isn't it? No, he's. Do you think he should have leveled? He's 27, right?
Yeah.
You think he should just level to 28? Come with that. Come in with that totem.
Yeah, maybe.
I think that would help him a lot. He doesn't even have any totem, does he? No. Not a single one. It would just have been so much extra damage. And he is taking a death as well.
Yeah, he's at 3 deaths right now. Nobody else has a death at all. So he might not even be in second place right now.
We have a 2-minute penalty, right?
Yeah, it should be a 2-minute penalty.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
It means that the Gucci and DeadAndDoom are actually. I would think that they're very neck and neck right now with the 3 deaths.
Yeah, and Freak should be way ahead at this point.
Yeah, he's way ahead.
Yeah, so that's basically like a 113 Dominus with the penalties.
Okay, so I would like to see Freak immediately fixing up that 4-link. Right? He needs to put on the 4-link, get off that helmet. Like he's on a 2-link helmet, I think, for his war chief. Like, yeah. I want to see him just put the helmet on, immediately port and go to maim is Act 1. Right, put in those gems, just get it set up. Because the earlier you do it, the quicker like you're gonna have the benefit of it. And right now he's gonna go down against Vaal down here. And let's say you save a few seconds on there, right? It might take a few seconds to go to Act 1, but you immediately start saving time, like on the first boss.
It's yeah,
right now.
He should absolutely have it if he can get it. That's it's gonna be massive for him if he can do that for the extra single target. And the maim also helps him buff his Sunder too. So
yeah,
if he can get maim on it,
damage increase.
Yeah,
huge.
Maim has that secondary effect. Oh, and DeadAndDoom does have that 4-link now, and he's wearing a chest.
Okay,
An
so
ES
he
chest.
okay, an ES chest. I don't know if I like the ES route here. Maybe it's because he doesn't have the stats to run with the kind of the hybrid roles. But I'm not a big fan of ES, especially in a race setting, because what ends up happening a lot is you run into a pack, you lose your ES, then you start using your healing potions, and they just keep hitting you. And so if they keep continuously hitting you, your ES never starts regenning. But if you had a different, so on the initial hit, it helps, right? You don't get one shot, but there's nothing that really one shots you here anyways. So you really want to just have more mitigation so that your life potions become stronger and you can just keep taking some small hits all the time. And yeah, kind of like reduce the damage you take per that hit. So your life potions are just, yeah, more effective.
Yeah. So what is this chest? Okay, so it has cold res, light res, and life.
It is a very good chest, arguably. And it even has the right life regen, which is actually a small amount of life regen. It's not something to scoff at. It really helps, like that extra little tick here and there, just to keep you topped all the time.
The one thing I don't really like is that it is cold and light res, and if you look at his gear,
yeah, he
has so much cold and light res already. Like that cold and light res is basically going to do nothing because he's probably already.
It is easy, wouldn't you say, though, to swap out the rings?
Yeah, probably.
Like they're not rolled at all. He could just throw on a fire res, and now he's invested into that fire res instead, and he has a much better like setup for the all res.
Yep, and he does have that flame blast totem working now, and he even picked up a shield that has cast speed and fire and cold res, and he's picking up life nodes.
That's really nice. Cast speed is super good to get once you're doing the flame blast totems, because the flame blast doesn't actually go off unless the totem is replaced, the one that's casting,
or if it
the totem is stunned, or if it finishes the 10 stacks. So the faster it can finish the 10 stacks, the better, because it really improves your consistency.
Yep.
Oh,
flame blast totem can be really frustrating sometimes when.
Did he go black for you as well?
Out. Go what?
Freak. He's entirely black on my screen.
Oh, you think he might have crashed?
Oh, okay. He's back in. He's back in.
Yeah, he might have crashed there. I don't know what happened.
Maybe he logged out. I don't know. I didn't see.
Yeah, I missed it too.
Okay, so we have Gucci coming in on Dom here. Does he have good lightning rest? This is something you have to have, I think, with Blight. Just tanks the slam, doesn't even care one bit. Come at me, bro.
Yeah, and he just finished that large chaos cluster at the top right. In the middle of the fight, he even spec'd it. Yeah, he really does not care. His resistances are so good.
He is definitely, like, this is where you see the preparation paying off, right? So on this fight here, for being that much better prepped than, say, DeadAndDoom, he doesn't struggle at all. Where DeadAndDoom had to run around a lot. He couldn't just face tank. He ended up even dying. So the prep here from Gucci, I'm liking that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He has a nice armor evasion chest. You know, with not too amazing rolls. He even has like he also has the belt of deceiver, so he might feel comfortable. He's like, Dominus can't crit me. I'm gonna be fine. Oh, he dropped really low.
Oh, it's a little low. So here the resist does not help you, because Dominus will just do pure fist damage. So on the first stage, Dominus does the lightning, both the lightning hit and the lightning, what do you call it, cascade or beam?
Yeah.
But easy peasy here. Doesn't pick up the moonstone. I don't know about that. It's a one by one item that's rare that could potentially be.
Holy crap! DeadAndDoom just almost died.
Oh, again.
I think he has an instant flask. Yep, he has a bubbling colossal flask. So.
Oh, that's really nice though. That's gonna save him a lot of the time. That makes you, once you get that bubbling, you end up being able to, or you can play a lot more aggressive because you have that. You can instantly pick up your life.
Yeah, if you get into a dangerous situation, you're just mashing that one key, and you know.
But you don't even need to match it. You just go in and you accept the fact that you take a huge hit immediately, and then you immediately heal back.
Yeah, it's instant healing in this game is really, really strong, especially early on. Getting those bubbling flasks just gives you a comfort zone that's really nice to have. Especially when you're playing something like Flame Blast Totems, you can't immediately defend yourself by casting something. Or even Stormcall, for that matter.
Yeah, for sure. No, Stormcall I would say Stormcall is it's just as important on Stormcall as it is on Totems, because it's essentially the same playstyle.
Yeah, I mean, any build can really use it, but it's even more so important on those.
Yeah, when you can't immediately defeat your enemies and you have to like wait around a bit, it's very, very nice. But let's see,
So
maybe do you think he can start catching up here maybe to Freak, or do you think that Freak is just
not with the death penalty at this point.
No,
Maybe
let's look past the death penalty. Do you think he with his experience and everything that he can start catching up with his setup currently? The falling flame blast?
It's gonna be really tough. You're going against somebody who's doing Leap Slam Sunder.
Yeah.
And Leap Slam, you know.
He is supposedly the pro though.
Yeah. And for him to keep up as well as he did with something like Stormcall, that in itself is impressive.
Yeah. Okay, so he opts to go immediately just for that MOM. So that's something one that you can debate a little bit depending on how early you pick it. What do you feel about picking up MOM without having any of the other nodes?
It's actually not bad. MOM can be really strong if you have like he has a decent amount of mana that will extend his life pool by like, you know.
No, it's a straight 166 or whatever he has.
And I think he might have picked up a Lyra. I'm not sure if he killed a Lyra or picked it up.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that definitely helps now. Because I remember one of the reasons why, I think it was in the beta when we tried it out a bit, where we didn't have a Lyra yet. It felt really bad if you're trying to like race, and you started to take some big hits on your mana pool, and you couldn't regain your mana back. But with the Lyra, yeah, I think you're right. It's probably just worth it even without any of the extra nodes.
Yeah, and he's not running like double Quicksilver or anything either. He's running 2 mana flasks, and you know, Flame Blast Totems don't cost a lot to cast. I think he should have the MOM at this point.
Yeah, no, he just did pick it up. So I think you're right.
And Winds has gone Glacial Cascade Miner, so it is confirmed. I saw him grinding out in docks a little bit just to get to that 28 before he fought Dominus. He was really, really close, and that damage was really good. Yeah, he has a 4-link too.
Ooh, nice.
So he's got Controlled Destruction, Remote Mine, Minefield with Glacial Cascade at this point.
I like seeing this. So the thing is, with a lot of these strategies, even if like Winds might not be considered like the pro racer right now, but some of these strategies, you see here how quickly you take down the Dominus. Like he nearly, oh my god! If he had the mana, he would be dead already. Wow.
Oh yeah, no question. And he forgot Hatred too.
Oh, that's such a huge pickup.
Yeah, Glacial Cascade was changed to be entirely Fizz baseline. Similar to something like SRS or something like Infernal Blow, it converts to cold now. So you
it's like a fifth of his life every time they all hit him. Wow.
Yeah, it's so much damage.
I like that.
I don't know that he's gonna catch up with this, but
no,
there's definitely
some
lot
valid
of
strategies looking forward. Like if you're saying, okay, I want to do like a speed run of this and this. Well, how do I like maybe gain single target? Well, this is definitely one of the ways you can do it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But he's deciding to use them for clear as well, and I don't know how much I agree with that, especially since he's spec'd into trap nodes.
He is probably very, very comfortable. Like Winds has been playing a lot of Glacial Cascade Mines, so it's one of his I think most comfortable playstyles. With you pop down, oh, almost dies. Maybe not too comfortable.
I was just gonna say, comfortable as he almost dies, but yeah, he's not just Glacial Cascade Mines, but he's been playing a lot of different miners. He's played Magma Ore Miner. He's played a lot of different stuff.
No, watching him play right here, I'm definitely feeling that he is he's pretty comfortable on that play style, right? He pops down the mine. He's always running forward. Like, that's looking good.
Yeah, it is. So looking at Freek's gear here, he is still not using that 4-link. I think he wants that resistances from his helmet right now.
Oh, so yes. Oh, it is a good helmet. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I would rather use the 4-link.
Yeah, me too.
I think you throw like an essence or an alk at it if you find one.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And also,
and if
you
he
can
knows
always
where he's at, he should
put it down, and it just clears like packs for him.
Yeah, if he knows where he's at in the race right now, you definitely take the time to do that.
Yeah.
Like,
I think the longer he waits, the it's a missed opportunity. Like for every second like he waits putting it in there, it's a missed opportunity.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna help so much. Like Act 4 is really where you want to start having that boss damage.
Yeah.
Because
like, right
hit
now
so hard.
on calm, it's where you want to start doing it for sure.
Absolutely. You need to kill those bosses as fast as possible. It's really impressive how far ahead he is at this point.
Well, I don't know. Is he that far ahead? Hasn't DeadAndDoom also done the Resos area? Or has he not?
I think he has. I'm not sure.
I have not. I don't remember him never. Like I don't remember DeadAndDoom.
Oh yeah, he has.
Yeah.
He went for Duresso. I remember now.
And you see here, this is what I'm lying from the DeadAndDoom playstyle here as well, right? He consistently kills a lot, and this is what you could do with the war chief as well, right? You put down the war chief when you see like a pack to the side, just put the war chief over there. It just clears it. If you fall again.
How is he getting power? Did he really put power charge on crit on his Orb of Storms? He did.
Oh, he might, yeah.
Interesting. So he wants those more consistent crits. I don't know if I would. I don't know if. Oh wait, no. Templar doesn't get increased critical strikes. That's right.
So he kind of just goes with what he has, right?
Yeah.
It's the only option he has to make it more consistent. So he just opts to do what he can to help that.
You know, we've been talking about this for a while. Templar has one of the best subclasses for crits and doesn't get any crit gems.
Yeah.
Kind of weird, but. I mean, we do have Library and we have Lily Roth now.
Well, he doesn't have pants either, so.
Oh yeah, good point.
Maybe he's just one of those budget classes. Oh,
so
we have
Freek on Comb at this point.
Yeah.
Oh god, he's taking some nasty damage, but he's bringing up that Vigilant Strike. He's bringing up that Fortify, and he's doing some pretty good dodging.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any fire res on his rings, but he's going to take him down. And hopefully he can do well on Duresso as well.
Yeah, he has a lot better... I think he has a good cold resist though. If you see both his rings, they're cold lightning. So the cold damage should be pretty good. Let me check out the rest of his gear. Does he have more cold resist? No,
doesn't look like it.
That much. Did he pick up a Lyra at least?
I honestly don't know. Oh, he forgot he had to do Duresso. Okay, so a little bit of inexperience or just nerves or something going on there.
Yeah, also in the fight, I saw him like jumping backwards a lot. Like you can just stay kind of close to Calm and he will never actually swing at you. The only thing
My god. He went up and it was immediately a shrine on top of him. And he almost died. That was really nasty.
Winds did die. Wait, what did we see? Was that Winds?
Did Winds die?
Yeah, Winds just died. I thought you were talking about Winds. I heard like, oh, and I was like, wait, how far am I behind? So who almost died? Winds did just
that was Freek that almost died.
Oh, okay.
He went up.
So he went through the gates into the next
he went
area?
through the gates and there was a shrine on top of him.
Just waiting for him. Ooh. Yeah, but they have made the AI a lot better. Maybe that was part of it. Setting up ambushes.
Yeah, maybe. Just going through that trio in the arena so fast.
I would still really like to see him falling that totem.
Yeah,
Let's see. Has
really.
he? Oh, he hasn't upgraded his Quicksilver either. He's gonna struggle on resist here. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, one thing is
Struggling on
that
that calm fire. Like if you transmute that starting Quicksilver, very very high odds that you're gonna get the resistance roll on the suffix, which gives you what is 20 to 30 resist.
Yeah, something like that. It's basically like a 50% chance. There's only like 2 rolls you can get. I think it's the resistances and the stun on the starting Quicksilver, because that's only item level 3.
Yeah. Also makes it extra painful when you don't get it, because you know it's so common.
Yeah, it really is. And then you just get the stun, and
he's making
stun
easy work
is still
of
pretty
Teresa,
good,
though.
but
He's looking good.
Yeah, he's doing really well. He's got that vigilant strike going.
And, but you see here, DeadAndDoom is caught on. They're both on the Reso.
Oh yeah.
Definitely showing that the experience here, even if you're playing a somewhat slower class and setup, doesn't mean that you. Well, the Flame Blast Totem is very powerful, but the Leap Sunder definitely is the king, the supreme right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's really impressive to see DeadAndDoom keep up as well as he has. Rather.
Except for a few deaths, but set that aside.
Yeah, the deaths aside. His ES pool is so ridiculous, actually, at this point. Duressa doing a swipe attack and barely even touching his life.
Did actually go into some of the ES nodes or something? Like, since he's opting for so much ES gear?
I don't think so. Not like on purpose.
Okay. I do get a decent amount of int and stuff, so I guess it helps a bit.
I mean, he's picked up MOM at this point. His effective life is really high.
Yeah, he really doesn't want to get one-shot by Kitava, it seems.
Yeah. Having that comfort is really nice. So, we've got Wynn's actually switching around some gems right now. Trying to do some inventory management while doing Glacial Cascade mines. Doesn't exactly seem easy. No, but if there's anybody who has experience with mines, it's probably him.
Yeah. He has a falling ready. I'm liking it. So yeah, he does have a falling and another falling ready. Man, he's rolling in links. Wait.
God.
What did I just see? Did you see his staff?
Wait, what? Is that a Realm Ender?
It's a Realm Shaper. What?
Or a Realm Shaper? Wow.
Oh my, okay. Well, if you could falling that could be crazy for Glacial Cascade, couldn't it?
Yeah, Cold of Fire gets added damage as fire.
Yeah.
I don't know if he wants to do that, but
well, I don't think that's bad at all. If he's not penning anything anyways, it doesn't matter what element he's using.
But he does have the Frostbite.
That's true. Is that on bosses that does less though? That has lower effectiveness all the curses. And you get that plus. Wait, do you get +2 or just +1?
Just +1.
Just +1.
It's the upgrade has +3.
Okay. Oh, so it's +1 to fire, 1 to cold.
Yeah, and then the faded version is the +2 elemental.
Okay.
Very interesting though. He's actually opting to use that basically like full time. I don't know how much I agree with that. I guess because it is more damage because he has crafted wands on his swap.
Yeah. Let's see. It's how good is it? He's not running it in there. It's just so it's just the LE damage on the staff itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow, Freak just took a laser for a second there.
And Freak has so much health, he doesn't care. He's been taking notes. He's been taking notes. Rise all his recent leveling guys and all that. He knows.
Yeah, he knows how not to die to piety. Basically, don't do what Rise does. So he's going to be going into Belly of the Beast at this point. And I
wanna see him pick up his
or the harvest.
Another falling? What the? This guy, man. This guy and his bowlings. Holy shit. That's crazy.
I think he might have borrowed some RNG from DeadAndDoom. DeadAndDoom, notorious recently in these races for getting 4 links. You know, DeadAndDoom, and of course DeadAndDoom lived up to that, considering he got a 4 link early on in Act 3, almost immediately on entering Act 3.
Do you think that's why he's getting such good times? He's just getting lucky.
Nah. He's definitely got skill to back it up, but it's the 4 links are definitely helping him out a lot. Also, his weapon. Oh my god, his scepter.
Whose weapon? Oh, let's see.
It has fire damage and cast speed.
Flat damage. Wow, on a good base. 3 link as well.
On a scepter.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's really good. So he's got 2 cast speed items on. He's got his shield and his weapon. So 18 cast speed from that in total.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really nice. Level 35. He definitely does not. You definitely do not want to fall behind here in XP. He probably has like a level in mind for where his flame blast needs to hit before going for Kitava. The moment you see, because you see him killing like literally everything right now, like he tries to like really XP as best as he can. So he probably has like a level in mind to where, okay, to this level and then no more. And then he's going to start just trying to like skip as much as possible and just going fast and going forward.
Yep. And
wow, that was a quick kill. Oh my god, the damage.
Yeah, he's got conk effect in his weapon leveling. So he just swaps that out really quick. One thing is that I think I see why he used the ES chest now. He has a 3 link on that, so he was able to swap in his flame dash into his chest and still keep the faster casting arcane surge in there.
Yeah, links being very important. Like there's so many extra things you want to run these days with all the new early game support gems. So it makes it a real puzzle to make sure that you have like every single gem you want in there, because they really do make a huge difference. Having those links, like getting the consistent cast speed extra from the from flame dash, and having the cast speed on the flame dash, and then the more spell damage. And so you want to have that set up. You want to have your flammability. You want to have your Overstorms with some kind of way to crit more. And then you want to, it's just, there's so many things you want to have.
Yeah. One thing is that I don't think we're going to be seeing much more in terms of deaths from DeadAndDoom. His resistances he has resistances just everywhere.
Yeah. Does he have good lightning rest though? That's he does have good lightning rest. So he's set up nicely for
I think he's capped all
for Act 5. Oh, he is capped all? You think
I think he's legitimately capped all.
Let's see. I'm not sure about the fire res. I don't think he's capped on fire. Maybe he is. He does have both shield and let's do some math here. So shield at 16 plus 13 on the neck. 39. Wait, no, 39. 29. You have the 15. 44. So it's 44 fire. I don't think it's more than that. Oh, maybe he has the fire resist node.
You know what? Let's just pop it into Path of Building. He's 60, 75, 75. That's
yeah. So I think he has the. Oh, you have the Path of Building up. Oh, I like it.
Yeah. I had to pull that up real quick because doing math on that kind of takes a little bit longer than just typing his name in.
Does he have the fire res node?
He has Elementalist, which gives him resistances. He's going to be entering second phase of Kitava.
Yeah, you get that. I completely forgot. I haven't played a Templar in so long, so I completely forgot about that node.
And he's actually ahead of Freak now.
Yeah.
If we take away the death penalties, he's actually ahead of Freak.
What is the time right now? We have 1:32. Oh, it's a good time. That is a good time on the caster. Gotta say.
And considering he wasn't playing Firestorm, that's pretty impressive.
He did die twice though, or 3 times.
Yeah.
Takes away a little bit from it, but still very fast.
Yeah, he just 2-shot the heart.
Man, Flame Blast does so much damage.
Yeah, it really does.
Even without the changes to the double dipping. No, you just kill it with the flame blast. You don't need the ignite afterwards.
Yep. That
I
is
like
one
that.
of the strengths.
Stays in place next to the totems where they're already charging up. So when he pops back up, he's gonna be immediately blasted in the face.
Yep, that's really good. Definitely showing that he has experience with playing Flame Blast.
Man, and he still hasn't used the falling.
Ooh, Freak dropping really low. Freak is actually at 1,000 life.
He has been taking a lot of life nodes. He is having none of it. He knows that coming into Act 5, things are gonna be really tough. And if you're not very experienced, going through some of those Act 5 zones, if you don't have a good life pool, that is very, very tricky. So he opts for the safer route here, being a little bit less experienced. But no deaths, so it's paying off, right? He's still very much in the lead, considering the deaths.
Yeah. He's actually out of portals at this point. He needs to go get some portals, actually.
He just mans up and just kills him instead.
Gucci on Duresso now. His Duresso is looking like it's going pretty well.
Okay, so
oh my god, those boots.
Oh, who got the boots?
Gucci got Tri-Res 64 life boots, but they don't have move speed, so he's probably not going to use them.
Oh, he has 15 move speed boots already, so yeah.
Man, those were some nice looking boots, though. If he didn't have move speed at this point, he would probably throw those on.
Well, but then he would also be complaining that he didn't have move speed boots.
Yeah, true.
Even with having those nice rolls on there.
Wins on Comb now.
One thing you can see here with Wins, he's only 31. So he's going to be really struggling on that XP going forward.
Oh, wow. Yeah, his XP is going to be really bad.
Yeah. Like, luckily, he is using one of the skills that does the most amount of damage. So he's actually, even being this low on a caster, he's actually still going to be able to kill all the bosses just because Glacial Cascade Mines are crazy damage.
Speaking of crazy damage, he's taking some crazy damage right now. And Glacial Cascade Mines, one thing to note is that the targeting on that, he had Comb within like one shot of damage, and he could not get the Glacial Cascade Mines to target Comb. They just wanted to keep targeting ads, and Comb just kept summoning ads.
Can you like place them inside of him and you can kind of guarantee it? I guess you put yourself in so much danger since you have to like stand immediately in his hitbox.
Yeah, maybe. Wins is like skipping a whole lot of stuff. He's actually 32 at this point.
Oh, he is 32? Oh, he is. Okay, so that's not too bad. 32 is okay. If you just maintain
Yeah,
good,
but he just needs to keep XPing.
Yeah, for sure. At this point, you definitely don't want to like let up on the XPing. You want to hit at least like, let's see, what level is his can you see what level his Glacial Cascade is?
It is level 2.
Level 2. Okay, let me just let me go check. Do you have like do you remember what the levels are on that one before it levels up to the level 3?
I think 33 or 34.
Really? Let me check. I have it right here. 34. So you could argue that at 34 you don't need more XP. There's is 37 as well. Yeah, you could go for that. I don't think. Yeah. I think I would probably go for 37 for a Kitava kill. But you could say, nah, let's just rush the rest of the time and just go with 34 and say that's enough. Because even with 30, like even with just level 3, he's gonna have plenty of damage.
Yeah, and DeadAndDoom picking up that ruby ring and immediately throwing it on.
Wait, what's going on here? Now Freak is in the lead again.
No, Freak's behind. DeadAndDoom just went into town.
So he has been into town. Okay. They just look the same to me, the zones.
Yeah, there's a... Oh my god.
So much damage. That's really helping right here.
Oh, and he's at 4 deaths now.
That is a nasty pack right there.
That was really, really nasty. Hasted hasted mobs with all
And
that
he
lightning
can't.
damage.
The problem here is that because he doesn't have you don't have a high life pool, so you end up getting stunned a lot, right? You have a decent amount of life, but that mana, like the effective life pool, doesn't help against stuns, since only health helps against stuns. So you get stunned every now and then you're trying to cast your totem, and the totem is delayed damage, and there's not really anything you can do against that hasted mob right there, other than just kind of pray that you're gonna get out of there.
Yeah, you just gotta get out of that stun lock, and stun locks have been like multiple of DeadAndDoom's deaths. Like his second death.
I think he's I don't know, is he getting a little bit lost in here? So did he get the Mias meter already?
I don't know if he even picked it up. I don't think he did.
I don't like that. Okay, so if he does not pick up the Mias meter, he's not gonna have the Step Knight. If he doesn't have the Step Knight and no mitigation,
no, you still get the. I think that my Mias meter is only the skill point.
Is that only the skill point?
Yeah, you just have to get through this area, and I'm pretty sure you get the Step Knight, because I'm pretty sure on one of my previous runs I still got the Step Knight and I didn't do my Mias meter.
Okay, well we'll see here. I was under the impression you had to have it. We were under the impression.
Even with that death, he still managed to get through the zone faster than Freak did.
Yeah. No, he's
Yeah, he got the Step Knight.
You do get it. Okay. So the Step Knight is it's really important, wouldn't you say?
Yep. He actually got evasion rating on it too. Gucci's on
nice.
Piety in Act 4 now.
Ooh. Damage still looking very good, actually. Yeah, it's looking. He has good damage.
He just ran through the laser and didn't take damage.
Getting a fair falling gloves there.
You got running through the middle of Orias Square. It's kind of the more dangerous route to take, but the Stib Knight, you just kind of run through mobs. You drop that smoke cloud on them. So
you can just go on the edge, can't you?
Yeah, you can go on the edge. He decided to go through the middle.
Okay, well, I guess
I think he knows that with the death penalty, he's gonna have to put up a really, really good time because he's got 4 deaths now. Does.
I'm liking this though out of DeadAndDoom. In previous runs, when he died, he used to tilt a lot.
Yeah, and he's still going.
He is just going. He is. I'm definitely not seeing anything in his gameplay change here. So that's a really good change in his.
He definitely hasn't tilted at this point.
Yeah.
Like with the stun lock deaths, I kind of expected him to tilt a little bit.
Yeah, that can be really
there was one point where he was stunned for just like 3 seconds straight, and then he finally died.
Yeah, you're just at the mercy of the monsters at that point.
Yeah, just sometimes they get that perfect rhythm going, and they just keep hitting you over and over again.
Yeah.
Right at the end of each stun, and we talked about the ground jammer earlier. That's basically you're the mob in that case.
Oh yeah, you never want to be that. You definitely do not want to be in the receiving end of the ground jammer.
Yep. When your character's dancing without the MTX, that's not a good sign.
So how close are we here at the Gucci versus wins?
Gucci's pretty far ahead at this point.
What? Well, he's just in level 2. Wait, is he?
Gucci's in Harvest, and Wins is in level 2.
So he's going. Oh, I see what's throwing me off here. He's going the counterclockwise route. Oh man, I could not do that.
Oh wow. Wonder what made him decide to go for that route instead.
I don't know. Maybe he's left-handed as well.
I mean, doesn't he live in Australia?
Oh.
Yeah, that might explain
it. Okay. Is everything opposite in Australia? Like
yeah, I mean the toilet's flushed backwards. He probably has his monitor upside down. I don't know, man. That's interesting.
It's a weird place.
Soon enough, he's going to be doing an Act 5-1 race, where he D-levels from 40 to 1, ends at Hillock. DeadAndDoom moving pretty smoothly. He's still got that bubbling on. You don't upgrade a bubbling
No,
until you
there's
get
no,
another
no.
until you get another instant.
Yeah.
Those
What are
instant
the
busts are
potions you
insane.
can get here? You can get a sacred. What comes off the sacred? Is that hallowed?
Hollowed is 42, so he'll probably never get
Sacred
that
is what,
mysteries.
36?
Yep, sacred's probably what you end on, and he's got
Yeah,
a
so he
sacred
has
life
the
flask.
yeah, and he does have the sacred there, yeah. And then the one bubbling. That's a really good flash setup he has rolling here. I like it.
Man, look at that pack size on Freak's screen. He just killed a gigantic pack. That was like the entire screen.
Feels so good though. This is one of the densest places for monsters. It's really enjoyable when things are like just rolling and everything, but when you're racing, it can get really fucking scary in there.
So we got DeadAndDoom on Innocence at this point. Oh, that cleave was pretty brutal, but he has so much damage. Now, hopefully the ad phase is going all right. He's running around. He's dropping those Stibnites. He's dropping those smoke clouds. He's
I'd like to see him maybe just kind of dropping the Stibnite on his totems to protect him a little bit.
Yeah, that actually doesn't sound like a bad idea. Just dropping.
I really hope that we're gonna see that on maybe that he maybe tries to like keep everything close, get the monsters like on the Kitava fight. I want to see that. So we'll see.
Gucci is also on Duresso at this point, or not Duresso, Malachi.
Oh, Malachi, nice. 144, not too bad. Seeing he's going for the full chaos build, very unorthodox.
Innocence just tried to slide away from those Flame Blast totems and tripped and fell over instead on his face. So
yeah. Let's see if he gets some good RNG in the second fight. This is where he can really get screwed. If he does the big ball, this one is not too bad. Because your totems, as long as you can just keep your totems alive and they're just standing there, you want him to just stand still. So if he's just beaming away, then you're really happy.
Yep. And he's going to be going into the ad phase. Gucci on one heart down on Malachi at this point.
Nice.
Freak having some pretty rough times. He's almost died so many times. But he's managing to stay alive. And he has an Excel Shrine.
So I think this is also where some of the experience is showing from DeadAndDoom. DeadAndDoom going with that Stibnite. I definitely think that you should be using that Stibnite as well.
Oh, yeah.
While Sundering,
Freak isn't using a Stibnite at this point.
Yeah, you want to leap into that pack, throw that blind cloud down, and now they can't hit you, and you just blow them up. He's going really fast, though.
Yeah. DeadAndDoom's single target, though, is insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. That 4-link plus the Scepter and the double cast speed roll is really good. He's maintaining a good uptime on the EO as well. He's just pushing out so much damage.
Yeah, dropping the Stibnite on Innocence. And Innocence is going to go down, and he's going to TP back. Is this a new... Does he get the waypoint from that?
Okay, so he's just trying to upgrade potions here. He's probably struggling a little bit on the mana. If you are spamming those totems, even though Flame Blast doesn't cost that much, if you're spamming a lot, you still might end up running out of mana a little bit here and there.
Oh yeah,
and
of course you get
on the MOM obviously, so you want to be able to refresh that mana as quickly as possible.
So, Freak is on Innocence now, and he still doesn't have the totem 4-link at this point. He's still got that helmet on. I think we're gonna see a little bit of the inexperience with boss killing at this point.
Sunder really just
that was
showing
really close. He almost got hit by the boss and the statue at the same time. That surely
I just saw that. Yeah, you're a little bit ahead of me.
And ball goes out, and dude just says, "Screw it! I'm just gonna stand there and."
Well, good fire, S.
I mean, he did manage to get Innocence to throw it into a wall, so that was.
Yeah, that's true. That's good.
That was good judgment. So much for inexperience, really. That definitely shows some sort of experience with innocence, though.
At least boss killing. Freak is not. He's not a noob or anything when it comes to PoE.
Oh yeah,
He has a lot of hours. So when we're just talking like boss kills and how to mechanically play around some of these, he definitely knows what he's doing.
Oh, and he goes down.
Oh,
as Caster's Curse.
Oh, I thought this was a spoiler-free zone.
Oh man, where was I ahead of you? Or
you are? I'm just gonna see if I can like redo this. Okay.
Yeah, just pause and.
What is his time right now?
1:48:47.
Yes. Okay, we're on par now. I just refreshed it and
DeadAndDoom actually logged out.
Logged.
Holy crap, that was a lot of damage.
Does he have to rerun a lot now?
Yeah, he has to go back from Chamber of Innocence.
Oh.
And Freak goes down again, trying to just face tank. He got the ball to be thrown into the wall again, but unfortunately
didn't dodge.
2 of the projectiles just went straight for him and just insta-killed him.
So wait, how? Okay, so that's so he has 2 deaths now versus the 4 and DeadAndDoom. Okay, so now we're closing in.
DeadAndDoom might have actually died a 5th time. I can't tell. He was really low when he logged out.
Okay, well we'll have the deaths at the end of the run here.
Freak died again.
No,
yeah, the inexperience is starting to show a little bit.
A little bit of nerves, maybe.
Yeah.
Have we seen?
My God.
Oh no!
Oh, he just gets clipped by the slam. Now, honestly, this is where having the 4-link War Chief would be really amazing at this point.
Yes, because you can just run around and you can essentially just have it, just kill it.
And he gets clipped by his slam again. Oh my God, this is... and the laser.
Oh no!
He's getting spawn killed now.
What is this? Is this Quake?
Yeah, it's like one of those Quake matches where you're going against a pro that just knows all the spawns.
And he knows all the spawn location. And he's just hammering you down. You have like pre-fire rockets, and you spawn in and you just get smashed in the face.
Yep, and he gets lasered again. Oh God,
no.
He's trying to do too much damage at this point. He's not doing enough dodging, just too much damage.
No, move!
He just evaded a slam. And
oh no! You mean?
Oh no!
I think he needs to take a little time out. Just like 5 seconds. Oh, he walks in. No, why? Okay.
He needs to get that 4-link War Chief going so that like at the very least, even though he's having trouble getting in to do that boss damage, at least a 4-link. Oh my God! This slam.
Oh, he tries to leave. Did you see that?
Yeah. This is really not going well for him.
Not very comfortable in this fight right now. He just wants to get out. Oh, slam coming in. Okay, dodge this time. At this time, that means I think at this point Gucci is actually, I think with that many deaths, I think maybe both Gucci and Wins could overtake him in the end. Oh, and again.
Yeah, I think.
How many times have we gone down now?
I have no idea. I lost count.
6 times?
DeadAndDoom is on his way to Kitava at this point.
Oh, he's picked up the staff, yeah?
Yep. Freak is at 9 deaths, and he's just now entering second ad phase.
Yeah, no, I think he might be it's a close race now between the 3 last players here. There's no way he's gonna catch up to DeadAndDoom now. DeadAndDoom has to.
I think sharing a name with DeadAndDoom made him inherit the tilt from DeadAndDoom. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Plays the Sunder, doesn't do well. Really frustrated about his performance, and then just starts maybe like throwing just a little bit. I can definitely relate to this.
He's getting a little better at the dodging.
Yeah.
But the ball comes out, and he is in trouble.
That is frustrating. How many balls?
He managed to get out of that.
Okay.
And he's gonna get slammed.
No.
And the laser's gonna take him out again. Oh. That's gonna
This
be
is a tough
10.
fight.
We've got wins in Act 4 at this point, by the way. I didn't even see his Malachi kill. Was it that fast?
I think so. That was fast. Oh, what?
I missed the Malachi kill.
Yeah, me too. Okay, so we have some. I have a little update here on the deaths. DeadAndDoom 4, Freak 10, Gucci 0, and wins 1. Okay, so
well,
wins
Freak
still...
11 now.
Sorry, what? Oh, 11
just
now?
Hit 11 at 12.
It's tough.
And he blocked a slam. He definitely is gonna drop into easy first time. No problem.
I like it. Still confident, even in defeat.
Yep. So we got DeadAndDoom on his Kitava now.
Yeah. He should make quick work of him. As long as he can prevent any one-shots, this should be really a really smooth kill.
Yeah. Mostly, and he has the Anger Ore on. I just noticed that too.
Yeah, he's been running that for a while. I think he, at 24, I think he just immediately... Oh no, it must have, maybe at the... When he went from being, what's it called? Self-cast to totems. Because then you don't get the secondary effect anymore.
Yep. And he's getting some pretty good rotations on Kitava right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Damage is really looking good. Look at that. He's already on Heart Phase. Hopefully Heart Phase goes pretty quick.
I want to see him just like put down some good placement on this smoke cloud. Not run around too much.
Yeah, he dropped the smoke cloud
the
already.
Totem. Yeah.
Yeah, dropped one on one of the boss mobs.
You really want to kite close here, so
wow,
yeah,
that was fast.
That was really fast.
He doesn't even have his lightning golem
balanced.
out. I'd like to see him drop his lightning golem a little bit more.
Yeah, a lot of things to keep track on here, right? You're maintaining the EO, you're maintaining position, maintaining all these like totems, and trying not to get one shot. And
yeah, it is a lot of work. He shouldn't get one shot. He has like 1.5k effective life.
Right here is where you want to see him put down that golem, right? Why he has a few seconds.
Yeah.
You want to stay close here always, so that if any of the ads are following you, that they're getting the flame blast is starting inside, like where you can always hit the heart.
Yeah. He
Oh, that's so fast.
That's so fast. Okay, he puts up the lightning golem, and he's keeping up that arcane surge on the flame dash.
Dodges very nicely.
Yeah, pretty nice dodging. I think we're gonna see. Oh.
Yeah, that's the okay. So that hit right there is if you're standing in melee range, his slam becomes a lot faster. 4 deaths. What do we have here? Freak. A little bit of BM coming out here. So what was the time in the end? It was like 1:50.
1:56:22. So we're gonna. So that goes up to 2:04:22.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have anyone catching up to that. It's a little bit too much of a.
Yeah, that is a lot to catch up to. I think DeadAndDoom has won at this point.
It's gonna be very interesting to see the second place finish here. I do think he should have shouldn't wins be or Gucci be in the lead right here with this many deaths. See 12 versus 1.
Gucci should be beating Freak at
22 minutes. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he should. But
Gucci has a bubbling at this point too.
Oh, he does? Very nice.
Yeah. One thing to note is that Freak did not transmute any of his flasks. Well, he has a leech giant bottle flask, but that's not going to do anything really.
No.
So at this point, he's also still using colossals instead of sacreds. So I guess that's where the inexperience kind of shows up. He was doing really, really well up to up into Act 4, but
yeah, I was a little bit worried going in here, especially since he is not valuing some of the the 4 links and and upgrading the potions and all that, not going for that. I think the Stip Knight is really the tell here that he's not too familiar, because the Stip Knight really makes it so much easier.
Yeah, for sure.
So now we're just gonna see here, like, can he redeem himself on the boss kill on the Kitava? What do you think? You think he's shaking off the innocence fight already?
I think he's gonna have problems because he's still using that 2-link War Chief.
Yeah, I really would like to see him just go back and just set that up. I think it would save him time at the end, even if it takes him like 30 seconds to a minute.
Yeah, I think you just drop the Vigilance. Well, he still has Ancestral Protector in one of his links. He can move that Herald of Ash out, and he can drop that Ancestral Protector. You're not using that anymore. And you don't really need res on Kitava fight. Like, he does have an attack that does fire damage, and it's the throw attack, but you should never be getting hit by that in the first place. The throw attack on Kitava, for those that don't know, it targets wherever you are at that point in time. So all you basically do, since he only does it when you're at range, is you just run in. If you see him reaching under, going to grab something, you just run in and you get into melee range. That's it.
Would you go all the way into melee range though? Because then he starts doing the quick slam as well, right? You could essentially
you do it until he's done with the throw.
Yeah, and then walk out a little bit again.
But he really should have that 4-link on.
So he is just... Oh, that's very nice. The side sweep is something you're always looking forward to.
Yeah, you really want to make sure you dodge that side sweep. Because if you misread it as a slam and you try and go like into the corner, you are dead. Yeah. There is no surviving that. You are dead. All right, so now here comes the hard part. He walks out of the... Okay.
Okay. A little bit of debate or something.
That's an interesting property. Sometimes you can like walk through...
He just eats it.
He tries to leap and ends up jumping,
not respecting
and
the
belly
AoE
flopping onto the concrete.
Well.
Brutal.
Oh, no. He jumps straight into a mine and a slam. Oh, no.
Oh, man. Definitely showing where he needs his practice. The Act 5 boss kills are not very clean right now.
I think this is what you see a lot from some of the old school races as well. Coming into Act 5, Act 5 is a totally different beast from what we're used to. So definitely a lot to learn here.
Yeah, I heard Garatha talking about it yesterday. He said he came back and he was not used to Act 5 like at all.
Yeah.
So where the inexperience comes in. So he's clearing
Sunder's
out
really
those ads,
nice here,
actually.
Yeah. I like that. I actually like that. Since he's been struggling, he's been tilting a little bit, right? So he goes with the let's just kill the ads, make the totem have maximum uptime, and you are like, by hitting the ads, you are getting those cascading AoEs.
Winds just died.
Ooh.
He got hit by a nasty pack. So Winds is going to be at 1 death now.
No, Winds is at 2. Gucci is at 0.
Winds is at 2 now. Oh, that slam actually...
Barely
a little bit late on those leaps.
Walks into the explosion and...
and he goes back in and gets hit
by the wave.
And
misreads it. I think right there he sees the slam coming up. He's like, okay, I have to move, and then it goes from the totem instead. That's something. It happens to the best of us.
There's some weird times where it'll decide to just slam at something nothing.
Yeah,
literally nothing.
No, I think you're right. This is exactly where you need that Stip Knight, right? Because those guys. Like, once they start overwhelming you, if you don't have that blind down, there's just no coming back. I think this is where Cute Dog as well had some troubles. Oh, apparently we're both ahead by 4 seconds.
Oh man.
Oh, Freak going down again. I don't know how we
that's-
can fix this. Because if we're just going to refresh, it's just going to start again. It's going to go update it again.
Yeah, we can't refresh. We just have to delay.
Oh, Freak really having a tough time here.
Even checking his deaths at this point. And he is at 19.
Priorities. At this point, Wins is going to catch up. Even with his couple of deaths.
Yeah,
So we
maybe.
have Gucci as well on an Innocent here. Little side by side. Okay, so he does make work of the heart. Let's see if he can
Gucci's
finish it
damage
off.
is really nice.
His move!
Those mines, he's having a tough time. He's like timing those leaps. He's I think he's a bit tilted at this point.
Yeah, he just wants to finish it. He is done. He's like, fuck this race. I've had it. This was pretty much me yesterday.
Yeah.
Puts out an easy clap. I like it. In a sec. Priorities, he's already setting up the trades.
Gucci is on his second part of Innocence at this point, and it's going really cleanly.
One of the nice things.
Balls, and he's trying to TP out.
He is out.
Okay. Wins is also on Innocence at this point. He's just starting second phase. That was really fast.
Yeah, you see. So
Glacial Cascade mine single target.
And he is 37, right? The level we were talking about earlier. Is his Glacial Cascade also leveled? Let me just check.
Yeah. Level 4.
Nice. It's so much damage. That's where you can start catching up here. So maybe he can, if he can make quick work here, and if Gucci dies just once, it could be very close.
Yeah, Wins does have 2 deaths. Gucci has 0. Gucci is the only player to not have died so far.
Yeah. Playing the only hardcore viable build out there.
Yeah, it seems like it. Sunder, not hardcore viable. Stormcall and the Flame Blast Totems, not hardcore viable. Did he... I think he's showing off.
Oh, yes?
Gucci, was standing outside of a slam and flame dashed right into it the moment it ended.
Okay.
I think he's showing off a little bit.
It is so close though between Wins and Gucci right now.
Yeah, it actually is.
Are they both on the last phase here, coming out of this ad? Okay, well, Wins is caught up to him then. I think this is going to be very close. Coming into Kitavas, the Glacial Cascade is going to be so much more powerful than the ED. Like if he can just keep up the pace here throughout, I think the Blights might struggle a little bit. We'll see.
Wins going out the wrong door.
Oh no!
But Wins is done. Actually finished before. Oh, Gucci took a really hard hit, but
yeah, he made it.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. So none of them have the Stip Knight. Okay, he does. Okay, I like this. So Wins showing, or picking up that Stip Knight.
He has a 3rd Quicksilver in his inventory.
Oh wow!
He has 15 MS and
potions?
double.
Wait, what's going on here? Why is his potions both? Oh, they just weren't updated on my end.
Yeah, he has a Seething Sacred Life Flask.
Nice. Oh, that's so good.
It even has freeze and chill immunity, so he can open boxes. Not that he'd probably I think he's. It feels like he's over farming a little bit.
Yeah, he just wants to go forward. But the thing is here, if he doesn't kill, he might not be too comfortable going through this zone. So if you start dragging a lot of monsters and let's say you die to that, well then it's over, right? If you die in here, since the run is so long, it's pretty much. I think if he dies in here, then it's just over. So he's probably just pushing, right?
Yeah, and he only has 800. He only has 870 life.
Yeah. He doesn't have MOM. Oh no, he doesn't. He's Shadow. That's right. You don't.
Shadow.
Really get
there's
to
no
that,
way he has it.
Yeah. Also with all the mine nodes and all that. Oh, taking a lot of damage. Needs to pop that smoke. Oh, he does have the smoke crowd down.
Yep. He has a smoke cloud down. He has that instant life flask. So he's probably feeling a little bit comfortable right now. Although that life flask is down right now.
Yeah, no, I like this. I like that he's just going through this, killing everything on the way. I think especially in this zone, I think it's if you're not too experienced with this zone, I think it's the right choice. Because there are not many moments where you get like you get a little breather in here. Because every single room is just packed full of monsters. So you might think, oh, I'm just gonna skip that one and then go into the next, and then the next room is just as packed, and you just end up dying because you get overwhelmed.
He even dropped a TP towards the end there, so I guess if he dies, he can TP back.
Yeah,
or maybe
exactly.
he's just, oh god.
No, this is why he's not that comfortable going through the zone.
Yeah, this zone is pretty scary. It's so much damage that you can take at once.
Oh, you see, Gucci is already ahead right here. Like he made it through much faster. Gucci having run this place a lot recently, so he's very comfortable running that zone. Now in the ossuary. The ossuary actually it surprised me a little bit in some of the races. Some of the monsters actually hit very hard. Well, I guess it's
definitely with
definitely
with the Harbinger packs. Because the Harbinger pack, the spike dudes that put down like the on the toe looking things with the barricades.
Mm-hmm.
They're not supposed to spawn more than like one at a time, I think, in this area. But the Harbinger packs.
Oh, but the Harbinger can spawn multiple because they ignore the rules.
Yeah, and suddenly you have a whole bunch of those, and all of a sudden, like they pop like 4 of those barricades at once, and a whole bunch of spikes come out, and you take a ton of damage. It's a really scary area thanks to Harbingers.
I'm liking what I'm seeing here, though, out of the ED Essence strain or the ED Contagion. It's looking very smooth on just the kill speed on the packs here. It's gonna be very interesting to see how he's gonna fare against Kitava.
He still has a miasmeter in his inventory. I wonder if he's gonna turn that in for the skill point.
Nah, he's good.
And he's going to pick up that Blight Jewel.
Oh, there
okay, he is going to take the skill point. He wants that Blight Jewel in, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Nice. So the Blight Jewel gives you how much? It gives you the hinder duration, and it gives you 25% increased damage if they're hindered.
And if you can get
and then some chaos damage as well. Yeah. Oh, that's very powerful.
Yeah, very, very nice choice. This is going to be the first time we see a Threshold Jewel utilized in a race, I think.
It is. I've contemplated it a few times. I was kind of hoping for like maybe a Cleaver as well. Going for that Cleave, is it Overwhelm or whatever it's called? The Cleave Jewel with the free Fortify. That could have been really nice as well.
I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, it gives Fortify an area of effect for nearby enemies.
Yeah.
Very, very, very nice. Wins is like...
Come on, Wins. Come on, Wins. I want him to... I just want to have him catch up now. I want that like close finish. Come on.
He unfortunately has that clunkiness. He doesn't have faster casting on his Flame Dash. He doesn't have an Arcane Surge on the Flame Dash either.
Yeah, that's true.
So he's going to miss out on a little bit of damage there.
He doesn't have Arcane Surge at all? Ooh, that's definitely some inexperience, like kicking in right there. That's something you want to have running from the time you get your flame.
He doesn't even have a chest on at this point. I think that's actually a mistake. I think that's part of why he's taking so much damage and not feeling comfortable.
It makes it so much harder just surviving against all these very attack-heavy packs.
We've got Gucci actually farming a decent amount. He's actually killing blue packs.
Okay, maybe he just wants that last level. Is he trying to maybe increase his ED or something? Maybe his Blight?
Or maybe he just wants to make an ED character in SSF Harbinger.
Yeah, it could be. He's just in that farm mode already. Let me check here. Oh, he's level 40?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Wins is level 37, so he's not gaining like any... oh wait, no, he just hit 38. He is gaining XP.
No, Blight is level 12. That's what he wants it to be. Let me check. I'm just trying to like look through his gear here. What about his ED? That's 8?
He's got some gems about to level. He just hit 41. Looks like his ED is going to level.
Yeah, ED's 41. That's what he was trying to get. Okay. I like it. You really need that single target coming into Kitava. He has so much life. Also the ED, if you're doing the contagion, like very important. On the ad phase, you want to be able to blow up that ad phase. And you can't just stand there and blight. So you have to like contagion into the ED on the ads, and then it spreads to everything. So you clear the pack, and then you can stand there and blight when the pack is down.
Yep. And what happened to Wins? Did he die? What?
Oh, I think he must have.
Or did he crash? Or why is he back at the waypoint? He might have resurrected in town. We've got Gucci on the Kitava fight now.
Oh, putting out good damage though. These levels really helping out, right? Especially paid off leveling so much, so he gets all the levels.
One thing to note about the Wither Totem on Shadow right now, there's currently a bug, or I would assume it's a bug. Wither Totem doesn't work on Kitava. It doesn't target him.
Huh, okay. Is that only Wither Totem where that's the case? Ooh, barely.
I'm not entirely sure.
Dodges the mine there. Flame dash.
One thing about mine is that if you literally just do a max distance flame dash out of the mine, only one of them at most is going to hit you, so you're not going to die from it.
Yeah, okay.
Wins apparently died and then used his logout macro.
Oh, okay. Trying to save himself, because it is better logging out rather than taking a death.
Yeah. And Gucci having a little bit of problems with those with that app phase.
Yeah, this is really where, and he does not have the step knight. This is where he needs the step knight, because he needs to be able to stand there and blight, and the only way you do that is really by having the step knight for the blind cloud.
Yep. Or maybe he's just using the blight as a
and he has so much mana. He just definitely does not need 2 mana potions here either. But
especially with blight costing like next to nothing.
Yeah. Nah, he's a very clean kill so far.
Yep. Dashing over so much damage.
Yeah.
Kitava being really nice with the with his rotations. That was a lot of damage. That phase went down real fast. And god, he missed the heart with the ED.
Oh no.
They kind of tried to predict it there, but
yeah, these big guys. He really wants to hit the ED on one of the smaller ones. Oh, but he needs to contagion it as well. He needs to cast the contagion and hit the small one. Let's go. Oh, okay, there we go.
There we go. That's the nice bunch of ads gone. Now, if only he could get rid of the big dudes. Or at least one of them.
He needs to just keep maintaining some damage on the heart, and it'll go down to if he just keeps contagion EDing, it will go down to the ED, because it's continuously going to be contagioned onto the heart.
Wins is already on his first heart phase.
Okay.
You look away from Wind's screen for 1 second, and then all of a sudden he's like in the middle of a boss, or he's done with a boss.
You see, Wind's actually pulling out the smoke cloud here. I'm liking that.
Yep. Now he just has to fight. Now Winds just has to fight the targeting on Glacial Cascade Mines.
Yeah. You do really want to be able to like stay as close as possible, don't you? So you can like place it next to the heart, so you always kind of hit the heart with the Glacial Cascade.
Yeah, at least
if you like walk out and they blink behind you, they could like you see them like going all sorts of directions. Ah, okay, quick and easy.
Oh no, Gucci finally died. No hardcore viable builds confirmed.
Okay, so this could be. Ah, he has 3 deaths on Winds. Ah. And was that it?
Gucci is going to be done.
Ooh.
It's going to be a time of about 2:1940. Wins is the last one, and I don't think Wins' fight is going to take very long.
Now, if he can just get those mines to do what he wants.
Yep, 2:19:48 is going to be Gucci's final time. He's
That's
going to
too
be
bad.
in second place, I believe. Oh god, wind's dropping really low. And the heart is finally dead. So this last part should go real quick. Oh no! Oh!
No, 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 no. Oh, I thought you said you couldn't survive, Uber.
Well, if he move against, if he was standing in that corner, he probably would have died. But he moved against it. He was standing out in the open. In the
and here we
corner,
go.
it does so much damage.
Here comes the finish.
And we're gonna have wins in, I believe, third place.
Yeah, 2:28:32.
Yep.
Well, very nice. I'm I guess we get some people in here for some. Oh,
Hey.
there we go. We have a DeadAndDoom with us. So DeadAndDoom, number 1.
Yeah.
Expected?
Not really. I was really expecting to lose to Freak.
Oh,
Then he died 12
he was
times,
going pretty
so-
fast. Very close. So you opted for the storm call strategy.
Yeah, really pleasantly surprised me. It's probably just as good as Firestorm, actually.
Yeah, it actually seemed really, really good. You were keeping up with Freak almost the
Yeah.
entire time.
It's unfortunate that I died 3 times in Act 3. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you think I saw there was a few times you died on the what was it? It was on there was 2 deaths in the scepter, right? One
Yeah.
in the scepter and then one at the
That face.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think you should have gone for 28, like a little bit more aggressively, so you could have gotten the flame blast?
Probably. But I also should have had a chest face. I decided to go for Elemental Overload instead of Discipline and Training this run. Maybe that was a mistake. I don't know.
So you sacrificed life.
Usually I would have Discipline and Training by
okay.
that point. But I was like, with Stormcall, Elemental Overload should be really good.
Yeah,
Yeah, because of that base crit
Yeah. I also
Well,
find
also
the power
because-
test of crit.
and the cast speed.
Yeah, and the Orb of Storm's procking off of the Storm Call.
Yeah.
Yes.
That too.
Yeah. Oh, it was looking really, really good. What made you decide to go with the storm call? Had you tried it out before or done some runs before this? Or?
Yeah, in like, I think it was Medallion race season. Me and Kramer were talking about Stormcall over Firestorm, but we never really did it. But we knew I knew it was good.
Mm-hmm.
I just decided to do it on this run since Flame wasn't banned. I was like, I could just do the same thing as normal, but instead of Firestorm, use Stormcall.
Yeah. I'm definitely liking it. I was really pleasantly surprised when I saw it. Do you think it might have something to do with some of the new skill gems as well? Like how it works out?
Arcane Surge.
Firestorm does do more damage, right? On this about anything, but if you can just push it a little bit further.
I mean, the dream is if you get a GG off and then you can one shot with one Stormcall, but that's unlikely.
Yeah.
So what would you like to see there on a GG offhand?
It's like high flat damage, lightning damage, and some spell damage.
Oh yeah, that's a lot to ask for.
Yeah.
You do
But
get
the
that
cap-
falling though. You're looking good on drops, like some pretty insane boots, and you get the falling like early on.
Started out pretty bad though. I didn't even have a blue green in the beginning, so I couldn't use those long.
Oof.
But the boots that are insane.
Oh yeah, those boots were insane. Really, a lot of resistances, mono life, and 15 MS.
Yeah.
Do you think going forward you do like a variation of a Stormcall build, like for caster running?
Yeah, I don't know. I need to test it more.
Okay.
So I think it could be better than Firestorm.
One thing I noticed is that you didn't have a single bit of any bit of armor or evasion on your gear at all.
Yeah,
Just pure ES. Do you think that hurt you at all?
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything you'd like to note here in the end, DeadAndDoom?
Not really.
Not really. You're looking forward to the SRS race?
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
I know
Lab today is gonna be so bad for that.
Yeah.
I know you've been playing a lot of races. How do you feel? How do you feel just overall?
Good.
Exhausted at all? Or is it
Not
just
really.
easy peasy? Another day of work?
Yeah.
Starting to feel like an actual race season, maybe?
Yeah. So this weekend has been going really well. I've won all 3 I've done, if you include the party race. So pretty happy with it.
Yeah. One thing I noted before we go here, I saw that after you died, you never really. I didn't see like a change in your playstyle. You seem to just I don't know, just maintain composure. Do you feel like you're kind of doing better whenever you get an early death?
What do you mean?
I mean, we've seen you tilt earlier.
Yeah.
You didn't seem to tilt this time.
Yeah. I mean, maybe because I definitely wasn't expecting to beat Freak. I don't know.
Okay, so maybe that pushed you on, the fact that you could actually pull out the win.
When I had to log in Ruin Square, I got pretty tilted there. But because I still thought I could lose to Freak because of it, but then he started dying, for instance. So.
Yeah, that logout was super sketchy. You dropped so low. I was actually questioning if you had actually died there. Maybe not logged out in time.
I also forgot that the torch course doesn't have a waypoint in it, so I had to run all the way back from Chamber of Innocence.
Yeah.
So still a few things where you can polish up your runs.
I think I could do 150 on casting.
Sounds pretty good. Well, any shoutouts?
Not really.
Not really. Okay. Then we'll let you go. Congrats.
Thanks.
Yeah, congrats on first place, fam. Really well
Thanks for having
done.
me.
Hey, Gucci, how's it going, man?
It's going alright. I'm kind of disappointed I died at the end. Like, could have been a deathless run.
Oh.
Yeah, you were close to having the only deathless run on this event.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. Or else, what can you do?
Yeah. Still, even with that, you had the lowest amount of deaths between all of the racers.
Yeah, I think I played it pretty safe, and yeah, and I got the belt of the deceiver. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, we saw that.
Yeah, from the exile box. I was like questioning if it was worth it or not. Down like 3 exiles. Yeah, probably gonna open that.
Definitely paid off.
Yeah. The only thing that could have gone better was I get the spreading rod as well instead of a ring of blades, and then it would be like GG. I can rush the jewel socket immediately.
Wait, you found a ring of blades?
Yeah. From that strongbox, I got the ring of blades, the belt of the deceiver, and the unique coral ring, like grip,
so you got a
oil.
Brandis bank.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's
Holy
pretty
crap!
insane.
I missed that. I didn't see that.
Yeah, the belt of the deceiver dropped from the Brandis bank.
Oh.
And I think the gloves I'm using dropped from the exile.
That's really insane. Holy crap.
So how did you end up liking your run with the ED Blight?
I mean, I didn't get the early blue-green, so that was really annoying. I think I was only on a 2 link up to I think Caverns. But I got the blue-green from Merv, but I wasn't level 11 on Merv, so the kill took a bit long. But after that, it was alright. I mean, I took it pretty slow, I think. I could have gone faster. It's like definitely slower than my run yesterday.
Oh, so you had a practice run yesterday on the ED?
We had an informal race between me, Freak, and I think Dawn, and I can't remember who the last guy was. And yeah, I think I did a 110.
I saw that starting just before I left.
Yeah, so I think this was slower, but I think I ended up pretty well level. I think I'm 41 after
Yes.
turning Kitava. So I'm like, I think I'm the highest level.
Was that the
right?
plan? Getting 41?
Oh yeah, because
Get the ED
I
level?
want to get the spreading rod and the ED level.
Okay.
Because let's say I do it 3 levels lower, then I won't get the blood siphon at shadow.
Yeah, that's true. If you want to maintain that damage, you lose out on. You have to lose out on the life. And you were going low quite a bit, even with the Bella receiver.
Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised I killed Innocence without dying though. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't die on it. I mean, yeah, Innocence.
No, I'm
died
not.
on
You were
Kitava.
really surprised about that?
Yeah,
I
thought I
thought
would have
ED would be a good choice there.
but you have to keep the blight on him, or else like okay damage.
Yeah. So how do you feel about racing with no onslaught? Because the DGen doesn't proc onslaught at all.
It's fine, I guess. I mean, it's not much you can do as a shadow. Like you can go the fire trap, free spell spark, and you start off with onslaught. But once you go lightning trap, it's like rip onslaught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Onslaught should be banned in one of the upcoming races. It'll be a fun race.
That would be interesting. Yeah.
It would be interesting, yeah.
I think it also allows for like more links. Like maybe for Ranger, you lightning arrow, because now you can afford the extra link because you don't need onslaught anymore.
Yeah.
But I think Raid of Arrow is still better, right? Even if you have the extra link.
Debatable.
Definitely on AoE, I don't think. I think you're right that lightning arrow actually surpasses it then. Like one of the things that makes it really weak going lightning arrow is that you have to, like, you're forced into that.
Definitely be interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm surprised Vince did so well, though. I have to say, he was like right behind you, wasn't he?
It was very close. He was running. He was also running Shadow. He got a what's the name? Realm Shaper.
Yeah, Realm Shaper.
So that was pretty cool. But he couldn't really put any links in there, but he did have the staff, so that was pretty nice.
What does it give? Let's see. 42 elemental.
It's not that great, I would say, if you're not actually linking in there, because it's just like LE damage.
I mean, there's like 2 scepters, right?
Yeah.
Like 42.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would even link it because the mana cost he was having some mana problems, but
yeah, it's true with the mines. It's really tough.
Yeah.
He was pushing out some heavy single target. That's why he started getting because you had quite a lead for a while, but his boss kills were so fast.
Yeah, I think DeadAndDoom was telling me that his boss damage was really good and stuff. So I was like, oh, I need to speed up a bit. I was like running through torch cords and like going low so much. So I just didn't want to like get behind.
I think the most important thing was just as long as you didn't die, you're looking good. But I was a little bit worried for you on the Kitava fight with a build like this.
Yeah, it's I don't know, like if I can get like 1.3k, I think I'll feel like way safer. But like I mean, I had like life rolls on most pieces, I think.
Yeah, you had a really good life pool.
My helm's 55 life, 27 fire. It's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Maybe I could have worn a shield. Like I don't know how good the +1 is on the Blight faster casting Arcane Surge. Maybe I'll use a shield in the future. Like get kept rest like easily so I can focus on life more. I don't know.
Oh, you fully leveled Arcane Surge. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a mistake, right? Like I don't know. I just
It requires a lot of mana, and Blight really has very low mana cost, so it's very hard to like maintain.
Oh, holy shit! 99.
Yeah.
I have to cast.
God.
I have to cast 33 times on Blight before it procs.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll leave it for one next time. So on the Kitava fight, I was like tapping my Blight like in between phases, trying to figure out how many times I need to cast before it procs. And then it procced after like 4 times. I'm like, oh yeah, I just tap it 4 times and it should proc. But I never bothered looking at the buff bar. Oh, 99, holy crap, yo! What kind of dumb balance is this? Who's gonna have what? What skill costs 99 mana at level 40?
Glacial Cascade Mines, except that doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work. There are not many. There are not many good ways to proc it. There aren't.
Yeah, it's so
Not
strange.
if you level it along.
I think
It's
it was
very powerful
working.
though. I don't know. I think it's good, right? So it
Oh, it
actually
was good
have
for
to.
my contagion.
Yeah.
It's really
It's,
good at Contagion.
While clearing, I have it linked to contagion, and contagion costs 29 mana, so that's like 4 casts before it profits. Not too bad. Or maybe I like leave it at a low level. I think
I
one's
think
still
it's probably
the
better.
best.
It's probably better having the consistency of it.
Yeah, especially since it'll then be able to apply to your Flame Dash too. And
Yeah. What else?
Anything
Nice
else you
Val.
would? What?
Nice Val Jewel. He vowed the Ring of Blades and it went rare.
Yeah.
Oh. Anything you would change if you did this again?
I probably like try to do it lower level. I mean, I probably try to focus on life more than resist on gear and run purity of elements. So I was like pretty surprised when I entered Act 4 and I looked at my resist and I was like fully capped.
Oh,
So
yeah.
so maybe I try to get better life rolls instead. I use coral rings or something so I can do Kitava at a low level. Because if I can like rush her early, it'll be better.
You think you can have enough damage though?
Yes, it'll take a while, but it's probably yeah. I'll have to like do practice runs. But I don't. This is the first time I've killed Kitava as this spec. I think the
Okay.
furthest I've done was like Dominus. That's it. Yeah, I'll definitely like practice this a bit more. Try to optimize it slightly better, and maybe watch some Waggle videos. Hopefully, he does runs on it, so I don't have to think too much.
I think he runs mostly trash. Does he do a DeadAnd builds as well? I bet he has.
He has done a run to Kitava on this. Like and I just copied what he did basically.
Oh, okay. So maybe you're looking for that heads up play?
What do you
Gucci
mean
versus
that's
Vaal?
No.
No? You wouldn't like that little showdown?
Put Rise versus Waggle. I got Rise claims to be a good shadow, no?
Yeah, I think so. That'll be interesting. I think we should have you in there. You've been pulling out some good strats.
I've been consistently second this past week, so it's
That's not
you know what
bad.
to say. The guy who's second every time is better than the guy that's first sometimes.
Is that what they say? Okay.
I do believe Morse actually said this once in the past. No joke.
think he would definitely agree.
Yeah, I know all about getting second at this point. Like, I've also been pretty much getting nothing but second at this point, so.
I just take my losses. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
At least we have the win against Cute Dog. I think that's the biggest win of the week.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
That was easy though. I don't know. It's not really fair.
Yeah.
Gotta let Cute Dog have like someone else in his party so they can split run.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
maybe
he's
somebody
still-
else at his party to do trades for him too. That might help. Or act as a support even.
Get a necro aura support on all the bosses.
Yeah.
Yeah, level 100 necro support. Doesn't do damage, but let's give some level 20 auras. Maybe it'll be fair then.
Probably, yeah. But till then, you know, we'll let him practice for now. One day. With enough effort, yeah. I think I'm not gonna take any more of you guys' time. I think Wins is like waiting for an interview.
Yeah, I think so
Yeah.
too.
Thanks for the chat.
See you around, Gucci.
Yeah.
Hey, Wins, how's it going?
Oh, hey guys.
Hey.
What's up?
Not much.
How you feeling, man?
Tired.
Oh, is it late for you?
Oh, no, really early for me. Just woke up.
yeah.
And Havoc asked me yesterday night if I want to join the semi-pro because Chop couldn't make it. So I just did one practice run as a Flame Plus totem or GC totems. Didn't work out well. So I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what to do anymore.
Oh. Okay.
So you just went with something that you're comfortable with.
Yeah, I could say that because I had no experience racing past Act 3 at all, like in terms of actual racing. So Act 4 and Act 5, I had no idea what I'm doing. I just know it from just like blindly going through the story quest for leveling, but not for racing.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna say that then I was pleasantly surprised with how well you did. If you haven't really done any kind of races past Act 3, because you're like right behind Gucci in the end there.
Yeah, at the very end, I was trying to rush and I died a couple of times getting to Kitava. That was really squishy. Yeah.
Like you gotta put in the effort, right? If you wanna like snag out that win, you gotta risk it a little bit.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't wearing a chest for a while too, so I could run faster.
Yeah, I think the lack of a chest really kind of hurt you there towards the end because chest is a large amount of mitigation.
Yeah, I should probably have got an armor chest or evasion, yeah, and kept it around my inventory.
So did you have like a full strat set down like before the race with the?
No, I was deciding if I go Flame Blast Totems or GC Mine literally 1 minute before the race started. I decided to go
that early. Okay.
And then my passage tree, I just used my Izaro kill, plus I just filled out some life notes on the way, some resist notes, and that's about it.
Okay. So were you surprised how well you did? Or that it worked out?
Yeah, I'm surprised the mind damage at level 28 with that being a Sapos in the sea worked out pretty well. Clear speed wasn't too bad either. I did luckily get a 4-link, which I used Control Destruction, and then I swapped a Kong effect for bosses. I found a Realm Shaper and Dogs. Turns out it's actually not that much better than DPS. If you see my stream right now, I'm doing 593.4, and I swapped to my wands, which is only +1 lightning, +1 fire. It does the exact same damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was wondering if you were going to try and 4-link that for the...
Yeah, I was thinking if I get some jewelers, or I got 1 fusing, so I could have YOLO'd that, but it seems a bit risky.
Do you think the mana cost would have been an issue?
Oh yeah, probably have to drop Hatred then in that case. I could lay down 3 mines at once. Or 3 light, yeah, so I got 8 mines all the time.
So you even found a 5-link axe. Where was that found at?
Oh,
that was in Dry Lakes. Yeah, I don't know if you find this as Sunder, would you use this? It's level 13.
I don't think so. That's a wood splitter? That's not even a timber axe?
Yeah.
No.
You could chance it for a limb split.
Yeah, you wouldn't use that at all.
Okay.
That's pretty hilarious, though.
So how much have you actually raised in the past? You said you hadn't raised past Act 3?
Yeah, so I joined racing kind of very casually in the last season, like the last real season. The Vaal art. The Vaal art, right? So I got 500 points because I participated like in half the races. I only managed to get 1 real demi, which was Marauder and Lethal Dominus. I was ranked 2 overall though. I was just lucky because that one just died. That's the only real demi I got from that race season. After that, it was like horrendous 2-week race and all the other races, like just small events. And I tried to participate as much as possible. So yeah, that's my racing experience has been very limited. I wish I got into it a bit more earlier, but at that time I was kind of thinking like racing just feels like a waste of time when I could be farming exalts and chaos. Yeah, just leveling with white gear and really bad gear just felt so bad. But then later on, now I appreciate the art of racing.
Okay, so it's not the game doesn't always have to be about getting wealth and rich and getting good gear.
Yeah, I realized it's like a complete different type of game. It's like a different like a mini game in PoE. So it's like a different genre.
So you think you're gonna do some more practice?
Oh yeah, for sure. But my Act 3 and my Act 4 definitely needs more work, or Act 5 even. Act 4, Act 5, yeah.
No, it's definitely great to see. There's been a lot of players coming in. and really enjoying this new format since we haven't had any race seasons in 3.0.
Yeah, definitely. I'm seeing a lot of people, a lot of community talking to each other, seeing practice, supporting, giving tips here and there. Definitely brought community together. Definitely giving a lot of exposure to racing. The commentaries are always spot on and teaching people like what they're doing, the thought process, why he's not doing this, why he's doing that. I'm actually learning a lot from this VODs too.
Yeah, no, that's great. Like, we all try and get better, right? People try and get better at racing. I don't know if I would say that there's commentaries all like from my own experience. I don't know if I'm always thinking it's spot on, but like we're all learning, right? We're getting better at racing, better at commentating, better at setting up the events and everything. But yeah, so no.
Yep, I agree with that.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say? Shoutouts or anything like that?
Yeah, Nugi, I heard that Havoc told me that you do coaching services. Is that still a thing?
Yeah. Name your time and the place.
All right. Well, I think that's it for me then. But I have a question for you guys. For my time for Kitava, like what's the time bracket I should be aiming for?
For Kitava on a caster?
Oh, yeah, caster.
Or
yeah,
I don't know, if you can do like 210, then you're doing really good, I think, overall.
Yeah,
like
really good is 2 hours.
Yeah, anything close to 2 hours, you're doing really good. I think start out with like having maybe an aim of like 210 with no deaths. That's a good. There's not very many that can actually do that if you're.
All right.
If you're looking through the field.
All right, thank you guys.
Yeah.
For having me. It was a pleasure.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. Okay, Freak.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
What happened, man?
Feels pretty bad. I don't know. Died like 20 times. On my practice run, I died only 2 times in Act 5 overall.
Okay.
Did better time as well. I don't know.
I saw you had you're really investing into those life notes as well. Were you trying to maybe prevent that? Were you in your practice one as well? Did you go that
same tree?
Okay.
So yeah, do you feel like you needed more practice in like Act 5 or something?
Yeah, I need to practice Innocence and Kitava. Really bad at them.
It felt like you were just throwing in the towel in the end on Innocence. Or were you like what went through your mind when things started going a little bit sour?
I don't know. I tilted.
Okay.
Like,
do you think sharing a name with DeadAndDoom had something to do with that? Perhaps.
I mean, I was like 90% sure I would have won. Because like I had pretty good time on Act 5.
Yeah.
And then Doom had like 4 deaths, I think. So I would have won probably if I died like only once or twice.
I think so, yeah.
Probably.
You had a really good Act 1 to 3. So how much have you been doing a lot of Sunder before, or?
For like 4 months, 5, 6.
Oh, okay.
Did you ever consider using that 4-link helmet that you got for your war chief?
No, because I had like really good life on it with resist on my like current helm, so couldn't really swap.
So you valued the resistances and the life.
Yeah, I wasn't even capped on fire too, and my helm had fire.
Oh, okay.
And I had like Alira, I had Diamond Skin on Marauder, and still wasn't capped. I had like 63 fire res.
I did see you struggling though, finishing off some of the fights. I think I think you could have benefited from having some more damage here and there, and just maybe potting out during the fire phase.
Yeah, I had really bad jewelry too, like 0 damage on them.
Yeah. So do you think you maybe could have swapped that around maybe for some quick fire res? Because that could have been a quick solution.
No, I don't think like 10 fire res would have helped. I died 20 times, not like 5.
That is true.
Do you think you're going to be doing some practice runs after this race?
Yeah, sure. I like racing.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I have SRS race in like 10 minutes. Like, I almost never play SRS. I played SRS.
Oh, you're joining us in that one. Nice.
Oh, so you're you were called in as a replacement to Waggle because his internet's like messed up, right?
Oh.
I'm probably gonna lose because like I'm really bad at SRS.
It's a tough race. It's a tough race.
I'm just probably gonna get level 28.
Level 4 is pain. It really is.
Yeah. Anyways, Wins, we actually have to cut it a little short here. Is there anything you want to like say before we go?
No, just thanks for making these races and stuff.
Yeah, it was very fun watching you. I was pleasantly surprised, at least with the early game. And next time, maybe with a little practice, you're gonna pull out the win.
Maybe, hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. See you in the next race.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're gonna probably be moving on to the next race in a bit here, starting in like 11 minutes.
Yeah. It's the pro events, the normal Isara kill solo, Summer Raging Spirits.
Yeah.
With Uber and yours truly, DeadAndDoom and Freek.
It's gonna be really interesting because Lab is actually really bad today for SRS.
It's really bad.
It's pretty much the worst mods you can ask for. So it's gonna be interesting. Good luck to you, Niggy. That's
You too. And thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next race.